Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of EcoFrackers. Today, we're going to be power ranking every Americas, EMEA, and Pacific team while recapping all of the roster changes and other potential notes for every single team in all of those regions. Also, on today's episode, alongside me, adba, and Lucas, we have a special guest in Ivan, who is the former head coach of QOR Piggies / Pink Piggies and founder of all-time great Valorant team BioShock Esports. But before we get into the actual rankings of everything, adba has his signature question of the day.
So, I don't know how well you guys have been keeping up with the World Cup, but what is your favorite game you've seen so far out of the entire event?
Dude, I think there's a serious argument for only two games, I think. Really?
Yeah. I just think my favorite game has been Cabo Verde, Argentina. Especially the extra time in that game. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, and they were just back and forth so much.
That was the best game. That is the best.
The Mexico-England game was fucking incredible, though. I think that's the only other one that has an argument. Some of the games that went to penalties were pretty nice as well. Like the Netherlands-Morocco penalty shootout was insane.
I think Mexico would have been top if they were able to score again.
Yeah, I think if that game went to extra time or like even just extra time, I think that game is easily won.
Yeah.
But I think considering the circumstances of the Cabo Verde Argentina game and how those two teams like kind of ranked versus each other, I think it just has to be that game. Ivan, have you been keeping up with the World Cup at all?
No, because Poland's not there. I'm
GG.
not rooting for anybody.
GG. I figured. But yeah, I mean, this World Cup has been incredible. Like, there's been so many good games, especially in the knockout stage. So it is a little difficult to pick because you're definitely leaving out some good games overall. But like at the end of the day, there's all-time great World Cup games in those two games that I mentioned. So I think perfectly reasonable to just pick between those two in my eyes. Lucas, did you say the Argentina game?
Yeah, it's Argentina Cabo Verde.
Okay.
For me, I that was like the game that I enjoyed the most. Like it was the most tense, I believe.
Yeah.
And has like the best moment so far. Also, Ronaldo lost today, so like put that in the top 3.
Yeah, true.
That's also a good
I mean, the
one.
game itself wasn't particularly entertaining.
And when USA loses today, that's also like up there. Like we all want that.
That's like not like a thing that's gonna happen though.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah. We fucking love Belgium, bro.
All right, now we'll get on to the actual rankings of everything. All right, so we're gonna be starting with Pacific here, and we're gonna be going through a little bit like while recapping the roster moves and everything like that. We're gonna be talking about these teams in like if they like won or lost the offseason after their regional stage ended. So we're going to take into account their Masters performance, any meta changes and stuff like that with like patch notes and everything, as well as roster changes, which will probably be the majority of what we're going to be taking into account. But obviously there's some teams, like especially with like neon nerfs since stage 1 ended, like maybe there might be losers here and there with certain teams overall. So we'll start with Full Sense, who made one roster change. I don't think it's updated on VLR yet. Oh, it is. It just was. Okay. Last time I checked, it wasn't. But Leviathan is out and Sephiroth is in. You said the best?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Frost.
Oh, no. I forgot about that. I didn't take that into account.
Yeah, that's an insane fucking roster.
I was gonna have them as losers, and then I just completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's fraud. They're winners.
Yeah,
I think we all agree with that.
Now like Cruz can actually like focus on the game instead of fucking coaching this team.
I mean, Sephiroth's also just a major upgrade of Leviathan. Like Sephiroth,
Really?
He's been top 3 tie players, tier 3, tier 2 for like 5 years.
I would rather them have dropped Jit Boys than Leviathan, but I feel like that might fuck the roles up a little bit. So
I mean, Sephiroth can play double duels and Jit can go back to playing Smoke Senti. That makes more sense for the team.
I mean, I think Leviathan would just be a better Smoke Senti player, personally. Especially with how Jit Boys was playing at Masters. Like, he was legitimately useless in that game against Foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he was bad, but like now they like actually having a staff, I still will make this team like a lot fucking better.
Like I have some nitpick things here and there with them, but I think overall,
I know like a Frost fan, he's just so good. Like he's good. He's a good coach.
I think they overall have to land in winners, and like even with the nitpicks that I have, like they're still gonna be one of the best teams.
Even though like
They're
even if
gonna
you
be
see
so much
they're
better.
not getting like the best, like they could get a drop a worse player.
Hmm.
I don't even believe that Jet Voice is necessarily worse than Leviathan.
I think Leviathan was
Like-
clearly better regionally and internationally.
I
Yeah,
think
but like
Jit moving off that double duel is probably the split's probably gonna help them though.
Yeah,
Jit's
like
gonna play
if he
better.
is not playing any duelist, I'm like I feel better about it.
Because I think
Yeah.
Jit has a higher ceiling than Leviathan on the Smoke Senti role.
yeah,
Sensi, I
didn't
agree.
like
Smokes, I
Leviathan
don't.
since like the first like kickoff. I wasn't like a fan of Leviathan, so like I'm fine with this. Even though like I don't like Jet Voice that much,
Hmm.
but this team has Primi. They have like they're going to be fine. They're going to be better.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I think overall good offseason, especially just bringing Frost in, and also this isn't a team that's going to get heavily affected by any neon nerfs or anything like that. I think you could maybe argue their Masters performance kind of puts them down the list a little bit, but I don't think it puts them that much down the list, like below some of the other teams that didn't qualify for Masters necessarily.
Yeah, no, they're still winners.
So we'll move on now to Paper Rex, where I think this was a tough team to pick like winner or loser for, but because there's not really much that changed. Like they made the
Didn't do
finals of
anything,
Masters London, and they were really good there. They were dominant up until really that upper final against ADG, I thought, in this run.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think? Where did you guys have them, winners or losers, in this
I had them as
overall
winners.
offseason?
Spinning.
Yeah,
And
I think they're winners.
I think they.
no,
Really?
yeah, they're winners. Like
I'm
they
shocked
have, like,
that you have them as winners, Lucas.
What do you want me to say, bro? They have like top 3 players in their role in the whole world.
Well,
Like,
I mean, they
I
already had
cannot
that.
think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they have like a top 3 duelist, they have a top 3 flex, they have a top 3 Senti. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, there's no, I cannot see a clear upgrade on this team, even though I have said before they need to change something. Not something the player, something like in the team because they're choking so much the finals.
I mean, I don't think
Like
they
they're
did.
so fucking good, they got to the finals and like they're not winning anymore.
I am curious, Ivan, what you think about this, because this was a big thing that we had an argument on the last podcast, where we were talking about how like Lucas thinks that Paper X needs to like change their overall system because they keep losing in finals. But like my point, like my counterpoint to that was like, well, they keep getting to the finals with this system. Eventually, you're going to win one.
Yeah,
I mean,
think,
they won one.
I mean, look at
they
it.
won one.
Look at like the CS thing too. Like you have Vitality. Vitality just lost in the playoffs for CS, but they've won everything. They've been to finals every time. You're gonna make a move off of, like a generational team. I don't.
No,
think it
like
should change. Like,
like this team is the best team we have in like.
and you can't even say it's a coaching staff thing because they'd have 2
Yeah.
of the best coaches in Wendler and Alex. So it's like you can't really switch anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not saying like they need to change like someone
The
on
roster,
team. I'm
yeah.
just saying like
The
It's
way that they
mostly,
play, like their style
don't know,
and
yeah.
everything like that.
No, not the style. Just
That's
get
what
a
you were
fucking,
arguing last episode.
I mean, if it's style, then you
yeah.
can't. I mean, they
Like,
steamroll APAC.
I don't believe this team could play another style. That's the thing. Like they
Yeah.
cannot.
But they don't need to. They've shown
yeah.
they can win with the system. If you're gonna, you're gonna switch a system that you win like 95% of your games, you might just lose the final. You're gonna win 95, so you're just gonna switch a system that's gonna probably lose
Yeah.
you more taking time to learn.
I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, but at the same time, I did what I was like baiting, saying that the only reason they won that final is because they were playing another choker.
Well, I mean,
Like, what do we
that's not necessarily wrong, but
Yeah, but like, I mean, someone has to win that game, and Paper X won. And to be fair, like they don't need to change anything. Like they're going to be like the best team people remember from like this franchising era.
yeah.
It's fine. Like it's fine. They're going to get to another final in champs, and they're going to lose to Envy. It's fine.
Envy, yep, dude, yeah. All right, so we'll move on now to our next team in Team Secret, who I personally have as my biggest winner in Pacific. Honestly, I think this roster now with Jesse Bash out and probably Berserk's out, I believe, right? For I forget who Styron and
also
Nats, right?
Yeah, Sylvan's
Yeah.
also out.
Sylvan's out.
Yeah, Bork comes in.
Okay, well then
What?
then that moves them down the list in terms of biggest winners if that's
Wait,
the case.
what?
But
Yeah,
that
I
hasn't
got
been reported yet. So I'm going to go under the assumption that it's just Sylvan. That is still in the roster because I do want to hype this team up because I do think this team was really underrated towards the end of the Pacific stage with a very good core 3 of Zeus, Kalias, and Sylvan.
Who is their coach?
It's their coach's next split's already been leaked. It's Spin.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on too many coaches.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is actually a downgrade. I think this is like one of the worst rosters still. I think it even got worse. I think that stage 1 roster's better.
What? Dude, Nats is an easy upgrade on Berserks, and I think Styron individually is an easy upgrade over
I think
Jesse Bush.
Styron's only upgrade they had was Styron or Vosh, because Vosh is actually like a crumb eater on the bench. The other players, though, like I think Nats generally was the reason Boom lost Ascension. I think Nats also just never been good in Pacific. Like he's always been all right.
I don't think he's like the best prospect ever, but yeah, like.
Yeah, I think he's just not efficient. You know, if you watch him play Senti, like I've watched Pacific most of the year, like the tier 2 stuff. He just goes on lurks and he just sits there the whole round, does nothing. He just sits there like a bum on Viper or Cypher.
I mean, that's better than Berserks. Like, Berserks does the same thing.
I mean, you can. Berserks is just. I can get a toddler in the lineup, and Berserks will be an upgrade over Berserk. Berserk is just.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible. Exactly. So it's an upgrade. Like, even though Nats isn't good.
0.5 upgrade.
Yeah, then, it is an upgrade.
I'd say so hard to like argue that Jesse Bash out is like a bad thing.
The only thing I would possibly argue is that I think this team's mid-rounding was good towards the end of stage 1, and you could attribute some of that to Bash. I don't know how much people would, because Kalias is also a former IGL as well, so you still have that presence in here. So I don't know. Like, I'm not like too concerned about that, but me personally, I would have them in winners. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but for me, I really think this is one of the biggest winners of the offseason, assuming they do end up keeping Sylvan. I'm just going to assume that that's the case because I don't want to be negative about Team Secret anymore.
I mean, if it's Borkum, I think they're worse, but at the same time, I think the coaching staff they're bringing in Spin, if you look at Spin's win rate and every single thing, he actually makes every team he goes to worse. Like, you got Motive last year. Motive was the best APAC team. He goes to Motive, loses. Global Esports, he got promoted from assistant coach to head coach. Guess what? They bring Polvi lightning fast. That lineup was terrible.
Oh my god, don't remind me of that team.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
Oh my god. I forgot
the Triple IGL, Tiandra, Bankai, Blaze King, and
the fact that they I loved Blaze King in tier 2 as a Sentinel player, and then they put him on fucking Scan Initiator so Bankai could play Sentinel. God, I hated that team.
So you can just imagine what Secret's about to do with Spin at the helm.
Oh god. Okay, well, yeah, if you guys all want to put them in losers because, like, if they remove Sylvan, I'm down to do that. I still do think it's an overall upgrade even with Sylvan out. But I think you could argue there's some other factors at play that would make them losers.
Yeah, I just think they're losers. I think this team is just cursed. It's just gonna be a loser till.
I don't believe this. I mean, this team is not doing anything no matter what. Like
I think they could maybe make like assuming they have Sylvan, they could make playoffs if they have. I think Styron and Nats are good enough to like be like real players in here instead of Bash and Berserks.
Who are you letting out of playoff for this team?
They'll figure it out. It'll be some team that like does deserve to be there over Secret who doesn't deserve to be there.
I just don't understand why they're. I mean, their team is just bad. I know the Filipino talent's hard to buy out players, but why would you pick up just like actual like terrible players instead of going through the Filipino talent?
I don't know. I think they could have gotten better Senti players. That is true.
It's like I know he sucked, but Wild Oreo was right there. He literally has not getting paid anything. He was playing insane in tier 2. Like bring him back up.
All right, so adba, where do you want to put them? Lucas and Ivan are on the losers train. It's up to you. I mean, either way. What'd you say?
I'll just put them in winners.
Winners? Oh god. Okay, now we got a coin flip.
What do we do?
Let's see. All right. So, Lucas, you call it. Heads.
Losers. Yeah, losers is heads.
Okay. It'll be on my second monitor, so you gotta trust me. It's tails.
Even if they're winners, they're going like 12 to 11 plays. Like,
yeah,
it's actually.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's wrong necessarily.
Yeah, I know that we need to like talk about it. Like, we need to like talk about this team, but like,
I
what can you even say?
yeah.
This might be the only lineup I'm like, I think China would actually farm Team Secret to death if they played in China.
I just heavily disagree with that. I think Zeus is just a better
No.
player than any of the like bottom
Yeah, I
Chinese
mean,
teams.
Yeah, but like
And
Zeus.
Pelias is also a nice piece as well.
So you're telling me if you had like, let's say Michael Jordan goes up against like Michael Jordan by himself goes up against like 5, I don't know, Draymond Greens. Draymond Green's gonna hold him down. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. I think you're chatting, Wilkin.
I still think they upgraded, and I think there's some other. I did flip my. I actually, you know what? You guys have convinced me with the coaching aspect of it.
I just don't know how you eat crumbs with bums for this long and just can't find any talent. Secret's actually a hellhole.
Yeah,
It's very
and then also I tried to keep it like
I
6 and
find
6.
no one.
I tried to keep it 6 and 6 with winners and losers from each region, and I flipped full sense, so I think I can flip Team Secret back and have them be losers. Then we're on to Zeta, who did not make any roster changes, so I won't pull up their
That's
VLR or
that's
anything.
automatically a lose.
Losers.
Yeah, that's
Put them in
automatically
losers.
losers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also think Absol was a good Neon player, and I think the patch changes kind of fucked that over as well.
I mean,
Absolutely
So-
the problem. It's just the
Well,
other
no,
girls,
no.
Echo can't get over 10 kills a map
Yeah.
half the time. So
Yes, I'm not saying that like Absol playing other stuff would be a problem. I'm just saying Neon might be his best agent, and him not getting to play that as much anymore, or like to the same
thought-
level that it was before, might be an issue.
I think it was kickoff for the offseason. He was playing Raze and Jet. I didn't think he was
Yeah.
bad at that.
Yeah, no, he's not bad at the
Like
other
a-
stuff.
he's a fine
just-
enough player.
I just don't know why keeping Echo and XDL is like a thing. XDL's not even calling anymore, and he doesn't frag hard, so I don't know why you keep those two, though.
I mean,
It's like
maybe the
lost.
Japan 2-2 buyout things, which, or like getting the players to come play, I guess,
I mean,
like
I know
salary
it's a lot,
stuff.
but you can't tell me that having Sugar Zero is not like you can't convince a player to want to come play with Sugar, or you can't take a chance on like one of the Japanese
mean,
ranked demons that are
yeah.
always over there.
I don't know why Jen isn't in tier 1 right now. Like, I feel like he was good enough for DFM last year as a guy that came out of ranked, and then coming in, like, and then getting
Because-
cut from that team when he was like kind of fine.
I know why, because China has the worst talent, like person that search for talent, they actually don't exist.
I mean, I feel
It's
like,
actually
even then,
like the worst.
I feel like Sugar should not call, and then just like there's cheap options right after like Anthem or someone that's played already.
Yeah,
that can just
some-
come up, take the IGL role.
I mean,
You get, like,
I want JoJo personally, but I don't.
I just don't think he's gonna leave tier 2
Yeah.
because how much money he's making.
Yeah, with how many times in a row he's just stayed in tier 2, I don't think it's ever gonna
Yeah.
happen.
I feel like if you're Zeta, you just get a cheap IGL. It's better than what XDL or Sugar was doing. You just
Yeah,
pay
I
a
mean,
bag to get a duelist. Yeah, you see what DFM did? They bought the whole. I mean, they merged with Crazy Raccoons.
and then they didn't keep JoJo. I was so bad about that, dude.
Yeah. Legitimately, just spend the bag and get like. It doesn't matter like who you're gonna get. There's so many of those like Halls or like who was the last Ace. Those guys are all
Halls.
better.
Yeah, Ace would be a great scan player here.
You buy a cheap buy one Anthem, who's probably gonna be on the lower side of buyouts, and you get a good IGL, like who can actually play at tier 1 level. And
Yeah.
showed it back.
Well,
at
I mean,
2023
he wasn't
forward.
like amazing in tier 1, but like
No,
yeah.
but he was better than the average, shit can player. He can play in tier 1.
Yes, yeah, I do agree with
Yeah.
that. All right, I'm gonna move on.
It's hard to not upgrade for like when you're like this bottom feeder team for so long, and when you're not doing it, it's like hard to like.
Yeah, when you're not
upgrade.
making any
But the
changes.
thing is, they're not
Yeah.
that bottom feeder. They're actually like a decent team. They just like what sucks is like
I think their players
they're
are
missing
okay.
that one piece. No, that's what I mean. They're missing that piece to set them up for the future.
Yeah,
They get
like
1-star player, they're winning. They're going to playoffs every year.
like
Yeah, I
Absol,
get it, I
Sugar
get
Zero,
it.
and Shota are all like solid pieces. I thought XDL had a lot of potential coming out of tier 2, but he has not shown it yet at any
I do
point.
think that the Shoyota guy can 100% be the all-star though. If he like
Yes.
gets the second, like
And
more
he, like-
time to actually help and play chamber more, like put him on the chamber and the off characters. He's gonna be so good at those characters. But
Exactly.
they're not putting him enough on chamber and jet and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna move on from Zeta then.
Now we can talk about like actual teams.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a few teams that aren't actual teams in this
Barrel.
list. Yeah,
Right,
like-
Big
Very
blue
good,
one
very.
sit in the middle. That's gonna be in losers. Just remember.
I can tell you that, man.
well, we'll talk about DRX, who I have in winners here. Even though they didn't
Yeah.
really make any
Can you
changes.
remind me? Wait, they didn't make changes?
No,
No, they'll be fine.
but I
Yeah,
think
I
the
think-
neon nerf is gonna kind of help them a little bit. Like if they want to lean more into
100%.
like other stuff, like I think that's going to be good for Freeing. Even though I don't think Freeing was like bad on Neon, I think he is definitely better as a like support, like Sentinel, like initiator player. I think that's where he more thrives in terms of his role. But also, like I don't know, didn't they sign like another like tier 2 talent to their team as well, or like
No,
sub
they're
player?
That was Nongshim. I think that's what
Yeah,
you're
Well,
asking
yeah, no, I saw that. I thought they signed somebody else, but maybe it was just them
No,
cutting
I don't think
Hermes,
so.
it was
which
just Hermes. So
might be the biggest win of all. Them not having a 6th player on their roster to like sub
Oh,
in
they do.
whenever.
they do.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Flicker's still on the team.
Really? But
Yeah,
he's playing in
they
tier 2
need-
right now.
It's a loan deal, but he plays for the DRX camp. I think.
Bruh. Okay, well, it's over. I still think they should go in winners. But they're kind of like a neutral team to me, where like not much has changed other than the meta, which maybe slightly
Yeah.
favors them a little bit more than before.
I
but
think
it's
they're
still-
fine, but I would have benched Fring and got someone else. I just think Fring is just
I
is
like
kinda
Freeing.
shown already.
I
Freeing's
like
fine,
him.
but
I would have I
gotta look
prefer
at,
him to Young. Like if you were to just put Freeing on Young's role and get a different player, sure.
I just feel like Young has the X factor. If you watch him, he has so much potential to have the X factor.
Yeah.
I feel like Fring the last years has just kind of shown like, when he comes to internationals, he goes to events, he's kind of like a chud. He just kind of plays there and he sits and does his thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
No X factor. And I
Yeah,
feel like-
he's not that like guy.
I feel like Flicker, who I've watched a bit of Japan this year comparatively to other stuff. Flicker, I think, is an actual like talent. And I think
Yeah.
if you brought Flicker up to play double duels with Yum Yum, I think it would have been perfect. Like
With
this is
Yum Yum.
insane double duels.
I think
I
in
feel
that
like-
scenario, I would prefer Freeing to be the Sentinel player because I think sometimes on a team you can't have like 5 like playmaker X Factor players. You need some guys that are going to be a little bit more supportive. And I think
I feel
Mako
like-
tries to be that. Hyunmin should try to be that on Duelist. And then you would have Young and Flicker trying to be that all at the same time, and it kind of wouldn't work. I don't
feel like
think-
DRX, but the DRX has shown that they can't have like not like 5 all-stars, but like you look at like 2022 for RB Zest, they all play like insane. Like all of them would step up.
Yeah,
So I
but
think
Zest
have
was
an
more
idea.
supportive in like a backed up player. Like that's going to be like a clutch player and make plays in that sense, but not like he's not going to be a guy that's going and like making a play in the mid round as much, which is fine.
I mean, they don't
Oh.
need that. They can switch how they play it, but I feel like just having 5 players that can step up is like
Yeah.
a big thing to have.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel
fair.
like if they brought up Flicker and have Young, who Young can definitely show the X factor. Like if he can
Yeah.
just like play
I
more,
like him.
obviously it's one split. But if Young has the X factor where Fring doesn't on Senti, where he can take over a game and like actually try to make plays, I feel like it's better to have Young. And then
Yeah, that's fair.
bring Flicker up.
Like, this,
I think they go in winners though. Overall, I think.
I mean, they have
100%.
like really good
Okay.
pieces. Like no matter what.
Yeah, they're
like-
overall just a very solid team and steady team.
I believe this team is going to champs.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
no,
also
it's-
believe that they're going to make a random roster change at some point in the split. Like that's just going to happen.
Yeah, but it's going to be like the worst roster change I'm going to get pissed off.
yeah,
It's going
but
to be like
minus Young plus Hermes, minus Hermes
Dude,
plus
no,
Flicker.
no. Imagine.
No, can we get minus Bane for no reason? I that's what I want to see. And then Mako back to IGL. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to
Wait,
switch
wait,
IGLs
dude.
right before playoffs.
Yeah, and then they're gonna have Bane and Stacks is gonna come in mid-season.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, they got to pick up Stacks. They have to do that. All
And
right.
Estrella's gonna come out retirement and play with them for a bit.
Wait, Flashback comes back too.
Yeah.
All right.
we can get a nice team there.
Exactly. All right. Moving on to T1 now. I think
Remind me what you did, please. Is it just minus stacks?
minus Stacks
Minus
plus DH, which
I ain't suffered.
yeah, I think so. I have some concerns about it, like roles wise, but I think overall they're just going to be able to figure it out. Like Munchkin and Itsu are flexible enough to where I don't think it's too much of a concern. But I also I don't know. I don't think DH is like a great player or anything. He's going to be like here and he'll be solid.
I mean,
And
I just think it's a consistency thing. Like Stacks is going down. Obviously, Stacks and Munchkin both are not fragging players. Munchkin more than Stacks, but
Munchkin on Smokes, I think, is more of a fracking player, but maybe on Scan might not be.
I'm at the same time. I think no matter what, he's gonna have those games where he's gonna drop 20 kills randomly. He does
Yeah.
that. Stacks just doesn't have any fragging.
Stacks
power
did it
anymore.
at Santiago and then hasn't done it at all for the past
Yeah.
like 3 years. other than that.
It's been kind of rough. And like Bangkok and Santiago, this is the first event of the year. He's done fine, but like
Other than that,
other than that, he just kind
Yeah.
of struggles. And I just bring DH gives you more consistency at the smoke troll, and also when I watched champs, I thought DH was really good. Where I thought he had a lot of moments where like he'll go out and just make a play on his own instead of like having a team around him. And I think that's
Yeah.
really good for a smokes player. Kind of gives like he's not good as mechanically, but he kind of has like the no-tex play style where he'll just kind of walk down
Yeah.
somewhere and try to kill somebody just to make it even round.
yeah, and I think obviously that sometimes leads to mistakes and stuff like that, but I think overall it's an upgrade roster-wise. But I do just like, part of me kind of feels weird about this team in a way that I want to put them in losers, just because like the way this team's year has gone, I feel like there's a decent chance that they're going to get passed up by some of the other teams in Pacific. I don't know. Like, it's just a feeling thing with me having them in losers. So if you all want them in winners, I'm not going to even argue for it.
I'm fine with both.
I have them as
I-
losers on my list.
I have it in losers, not particularly because I believe cutting stacks is like a bad roster move.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have like the same feeling that you. I feel like they're not going to be good this stage for some reason.
I think they'll be good. I don't know. It might be
I don't
just
think
not
that-
enough to get into champs is kind of
Yeah,
my
I don't
concern.
think they're going to champs, and I think like this team wants to like, at least make one international a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I also
Wilkin summed up perfectly though. With it, like I feel like they're good. Obviously, the move I think is upgrade, but I just think a lot of the teams got better comparatively to them.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you get good but not good enough to compete with other teams,
Yeah.
I don't. You are is a lose.
They're
You're
getting
lose.
like 5% better. Everyone, our team's getting like 25, 30%
Yeah.
better.
The thing
lineups, or like
The more I think about it, the more I kind of want to put them in winners, but you guys all have them in losers anyway, so it's not like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I don't know. Do I think they're going to get like worse than DRX? Not really. Like, I think they have enough firepower on the team, like, especially now that they have DH instead of stacks. I think compared to RRQ, it's like kind of a wash between those two. Maybe maybe somebody here is high on Zan. Overall, global, it's like, if, and then the rest of them, I think you should expect them to be better than the teams like 7 and down, unless you think Nongshim's making a comeback or Gen G players are really good. So like, I think you can make an argument either way. It's another like neutral kind of team, but we do got to place them somewhere. So I think losers make sense. And then Gen G, who
winners. This team's
I
gonna
need a reminder. I need a reminder of what
I don't know, is it up on VLR yet? No.
It's leaked though. It's
It's
Athena,
minus
Rascal.
Lock. Yeah, it's minus Lakia, minus Zinx, plus Athena, and yeah, Rockskull. Which
This team's top 2 in their group. They're going to playoffs.
really?
Yeah,
Okay,
think
I don't know much.
Rascal
I don't know
is a
much about
generational
the two
talent.
players. So
Athena's fine. He was on T1 Academy last year. I think he kind of, the only thing with his role's kind of weird. Role plays Senti, and I think IGLing from Senti's just like stupid. But
he does. He's been playing Scan recently.
I know he played Scan this year, but he played Senti, and I assumed that he might flex around more.
Okay,
On role.
so that makes me feel
Rascal,
better
though?
about them.
Rascal's
Yeah.
like a generational talent career. I think that Gen G's doing a great job. Where they found Zysta, who's already shown in Korea he can be dominant. Once he turns 18, he will come up and destroy.
Yeah.
Rascal's their guy. And I think Rascal's just gonna come up and he's gonna show that he's one of the best Korean talents we've ever seen come out.
Who do you
Okay.
who do you think is IGLing for this team?
It's Athena. It's gonna be Athena.
Okay, I have. Oh yeah, you just said that. Jesus, I had them in winners already. That makes me feel even better about them. Overall,
Yeah.
my
Genji's
one
a fun
concern
team to
would have
watch.
been even like the fact that they like. I hope to God Charon isn't playing Sentinel here,
Yeah, I went
It's probably gonna
Karen
Athena. I think
Records
Athena's gonna come up in IGL from Senti like he did last year in T1.
and then
I
Ash would
think-
play
Yeah.
Scan and Charon on smokes.
Yeah.
Oh
And I
my
think
Yeah,
Rascal-
Karen
God.
is a generational smokes player, and we're missing because he's
If you look
playing
at-
Senti for no reason.
Yeah, I think that was so stupid. If you look at Rascal stats, this guy generally is gonna come up and farm. I think he will be competitive with other Phoenix players.
All right,
If you
that
look at
makes
how-
me feel so much better about this team. Like, it's not like I had them 10th in my power rankings, like because I didn't know much about the two guys coming in. Yeah, okay, they're going to be a lot higher than 10th. I don't know if
Yeah.
they're going to be like in the like top group of like all the top teams, but for me, but like, damn,
Yo.
okay.
But they do have like actual like dictator on their coaching staff named Solo that they have to get rid of. But Solo's gone, I'm actually gonna celebrate. Once he's gone, they'll be actually the best. They'll win everything.
Adba, where do you have them? Winners or losers?
I don't know winners.
Okay. And I also think like Texture getting another like duelist player in here and Raxkull is going to be nice for him. Like letting Texture kind of be like the jet opper player more than really anything else is going to be really good for him. I think. And then I mean,
it's actually so fun to watch. I just want to watch it in the international again.
yeah, which I mean, if Charon's on smokes, Ash is on scan,
It sounds like they're
Texture's
going,
on duelist, like anything can really happen for this Genji team, I really think. Then Varel, who's our next team. They made one change. It is minus Cinder plus Foxy 9. I think that's an upgrade.
I think it's an upgrade, but the thing is, I'm concerned.
It's not enough of an upgrade.
Yeah,
That
it's not
whoever,
enough.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. I just call him Ozempic. But
Yeah, I think all the Pacific talent calls him LP.
Oh yeah, I just call him Ozempic because it sounds similar. But
Goons.
he should be him calling and then moving off from Senti to
Ugh.
play Breach. It's just bad. It's just like you look at the.
Well, I
I
think
didn't
he's
watch
good
games.
on Breach. I think LP is a very good player. I don't love that he's IGLing. I do like Zuna here as well. And then like Zexy I thought was a decent prospect, but has not been good in tier 1 this year. And then Klaus has shown some like okay things,
I
maybe.
think Zexy has potential and Zuna has potential, but like Klaus and LP, they just like, in my opinion, they're like the last in the roles. And then you bring Foxy 9 on, who's gonna be obviously like your all-star. He's gonna come and try to beat a player.
He's not gonna be able to do that.
And it's just not enough. Like Foxy 9
Yeah.
is good to be like a top player. Like he can beat one of your two best, but he's not gonna beat the all-star of your team to save them. Like,
I'm
this
even
is your
lower on
savior.
him than
I just
that.
don't know if he's just.
I think Foxy 9 is a player that could be in a top 4 team in
Oh yeah.
Pacific.
But I don't think
Like,
he's gonna be
easily.
even like a top 3 player for you,
But
ideally.
I don't think you want Foxy 9 to be one of your like best players.
No, but the problem is he is the best player.
Yes, on this team.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
what I'm
like they
Yeah,
automatically
that's
have to
the
go
They
on
are
losers.
losers.
Yes. And also, I don't think the meta changes really do anything for them. They were playing some terrible comps anyways, so
I think
mean,
any team that's
maybe
playing Breach needs to die. Like this is generally a meta that if you're playing Breach, you're behind 10 times.
I like it on Fracture. That's the only map that is
Yeah,
possible
but
to play
that
it.
map ain't in the pool anymore. So what are they gonna do?
Exactly.
Yeah, Riot is allergic to having Fracture more than one split.
It actually makes me so mad. I love that map so much. I mean, I complained about it last episode, so I won't go into it too much.
Stop. Like, we don't need to be complaining about Fracture every time. It's not that good of a map to be complaining that much, brother.
Hey, when I was playing with Wilkin, it was one of the best maps. Like we were farming every time.
Those are the days. Ivan on Neon, just going in and frying everybody. It's that map is just so free, man.
Oh, it's so easy. Wilkin on Breach, didn't have to deal with like getting stunned by anybody. Like easy eats for me.
All right. Do we want to move on then, away from Varel, onto DFM? Ivan, you did say that there was a big blue team in the middle. Was it them or was it Global?
Oh, Global. DFM's, this team should have made a move though. They're missing
Yeah.
a piece.
Yeah, they should. They should have.
Well, we're doing DFM.
Yeah, I would have liked them to like have Sesgon, have Kaide IGL, and then like get a like flex secondary duelist kind of player maybe, and have
Not
Yatsuka.
kicking Sash is immediately a loss.
I really don't think
I
so.
disagree. I think it's a win just because they're gonna make playoffs probably. Like they'll be not make playoffs.
Yeah,
like, they'll
I
just
think
make that thing. But
I think they have a higher ceiling than some of the teams that maybe are ranked above them in the power rankings, which kind of automatically makes them a winner. Like I think some of the teams above them making changes, some of the teams above them not making changes as well, kind of makes them an instant winner for me.
I just think this team, if they got rid of CSS, find someone else that can frag harder than him. Because like you look at everything, he's like, was this like ACS like 160? That's
I
just,
don't
like,
know.
the worst he
It's
could be in
not
the
good.
game. He's like the worst statistical player in APAC every split since he's came back.
Yeah.
If you just find like an upgrade and like you can go to Japan again, the buyouts are always going to be a problem.
Just
but,
get
like,
halls, please.
But there, even then, you could try like obviously Jack Show's not going to come up, but you can get someone else.
Wanbung,
from tier-
maybe.
Yeah, or like again, I'm gonna say again, Anthem is just mechanically better than these like CSS. Like
The only issue I would have with that is rolls, because it would kind of keep the rolls kind of dog shit.
Anthem can play smokes though. Anthem has played smokes in the past. Last year he was playing some Omen on a couple maps, I believe.
I cannot believe I'm this down on Cs and you guys are like, no, he's fine.
No, he's
We're
not fine.
Ivan and I are actively calling him dog shit.
Yeah, but like I tell you, like you should have like just kicked this guy. Like he's not doing anything for this
Yeah,
team.
but at the
and
same time, they're still a winner because they're still good. They're still a
Yeah,
really
it's
good
not
team.
like
It's
they
just-
got worse.
Yeah, they didn't get worse. They're not gonna. They didn't make a coaching
but,
staff
like-
move. They didn't make
yeah,
anything.
but we
They're
said
simply-
like Battle even get worse, but like we still put them in losers.
Yeah, because they're terrible.
you
And
can't
they
figure
they fucked
There's
up
a
the roles. They don't have a caller anymore. Like LP's gonna play worse than he was in stage 1, which I thought he was
No,
good.
We want to see the Fox 9 calling. We all want that.
But where do you got DFM?
Dota 2
Haven't-
fried your brain.
Where'd you have them? You said I have them and then
In
stopped talking.
winners.
Winners? All right. Huge. I love that. I don't think we really need to discuss this next team too much, honestly.
Loser,
Put them
lo-
in, let them losers.
losers,
just
bro,
put 'em
like-
in.
Yeah, you want to just put them in
Bro.
losers and move on?
bro.
Yeah.
Platoon actually might be the new generational Hitler. Like it actually might be. The
Yeah, he. No, I.
Bro, did you read the thing? Like legit, they promoted Platoon for a storyline. Like who does that?
Yeah, that
They're
that
gonna have
actually
the best.
means-
Like Frost, you can say, oh yeah, he chokes international stuff. Frost legit carries APAC. He's the best APAC coach by far. I think he's better than Alex. Internationally, no.
It's
but, like,
close,
APAC
but-
wise, he makes every team he goes
He's
to
very good.
better.
I think
Yes,
it's a
he's
like,
very
People flamed him last year for benching Ban and Governor. He brings in 2 Thai players that are not the best, and he started winning.
People, I mean, I guess I didn't love that move. Like, I wasn't, like, huge on it, but, like, I liked who they picked
Governor
up.
is terrible.
I think
And people flamed him for that?
Frost is the best coach you want to when your team is dog shit. He's going to make your team like an actually functional team. He's the best at doing that. Like there's no other coach that can do that.
Even adding on, they got a Vladkor, like if you're just like generally like or tapped into the scene at all, Vladkor has been hyped up forever to be this amazing coach. He helped NRG. He's done really well. in his
Wasn't
career.
he on the 2024 NRG team?
Yeah, but the thing is, people said how amazing he was. Like he was a big reason why they were still good was because of Vladkor.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't
I mean,
really
it could be
have
bad,
an
but
opinion on that.
obviously there's
Yeah.
a factors why they did better than they probably would have.
Yes.
I've heard from everybody, Vladkor is legitimately should have been up in tier 1 forever, and he should have been an assistant coach for a while. So I just don't understand why would you have Vladkor on top of Frost, and you have Platoon as head coach, who I'm gonna say this now. If you watch most YouTubers, like you can say like the Teats feel, these guys are so stupid. How the fuck did Platoon get a job? Is my confusing thing. Like you're gonna have a guy who does statistics as head coach. Like,
He's
why?
actually so bad. He's actually so bad.
I mean,
I'm completely.
Like,
I don't want
I
to
think
flame
it's
him necessarily
no, I
for
don't-
like being
I
a
don't
bad
think he
coach
was-
or anything.
No, I don't
Are we
think he was
having a
doing his
YouTuber as
job
head
badly,
coach?
but I don't think he will be a good head coach.
Yeah,
We have
I
a
agree with
form- we have a
Lucas.
Wait,
YouTuber
this
as
is
head
actually
coach in
this is
VCT.
actually like when the WWE hired Logan Paul to be a wrestler. Like this is actually PR training or something they're doing.
I mean, it could be, honestly. Like, I don't know. I also think, like, maybe the organization's thoughts were, like, let's keep, like, some continuity and stuff with the
But,
coaching
like-
staff. But, like,
I mean, that
there's really
ownership
not
is
much to
terrible.
talk about
What?
because they made a huge downgrade coaching staff-wise. They didn't make an upgrade roster-wise. I mean, like, they were really good with the Neon meta as well, I thought. But they're also good at some of the other stuff as
Yeah.
well. So it's not, like,
And
a huge deal. So,
This
I
team
don't
is-
know.
More like
I don't
they
think
kick
this is
Frost
a
and then
bad
the ownership wants to kick Crystal too on top of that.
It's so
I just don't
dumb.
understand it. I
He's
don't
been their
understand
best
this at all.
player.
Yeah, and then Frost was the one that said no to it, and then they kick him.
It's just insane.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
Maybe
That was
okay.
funny.
Chris, I do want to clarify. I don't think Crystal's been their best player. He was their best player at Masters
No,
easily.
but why would you make a change after making Masters as a team that was like projected this year not to
Who
do it
was
as
their
good?
best? Who
And
is
then
their
it's-
best
I
player
know.
according to you,
Dude,
Wilkin?
dude, but that's
Patman
what
this
I'm
year.
saying.
I know he
That's
was
what I'm
terrible
saying.
at Masters, but it doesn't matter.
I don't
Yeah.
say it's bad.
Yeah.
I think
This is the
Yudoton has
first
stepped up a lot
time
better.
They've ever qualified for an event in all of
It's the first time they made playoffs.
Yeah, and you kick the coach that made it.
It's
And-
insane.
It just makes zero sense. I just think this org will go down as a clown fest, and it should not be here next year.
Yeah,
no
like
matter
they don't want to be in VCT next year, bro. They don't care. They
what.
just
I mean, they
it's-
sold their company, so it's gonna be Revenant, X Spark, whatever. I just
Yeah.
think it's just what was the point of all this? Like, it just made zero sense. I know Pat didn't like they got yelled at or whatever was the big reasoning why, but if you're a player, I'm just gonna say general sense wise, like I obviously have coached a while and I've done stuff.
Yeah.
When you be that sensitive when you're a player, and when your coach gets mad at you and stuff, you should never act that way. Like if you want to kick somebody, it should be. And I've dealt players like that where if you yell at them, they're gonna get mad and stuff. But you can't be that sensitive when it comes down to coaching. If he's trying to make you better, and you've looked at his past, he's been coaching for 20-something years now, and has won on every team he's been on. I don't know why you don't listen to him. Like it makes zero sense to me. If Patman's like that, then
Yeah.
These guys would never last a day on the football field, bro. It's crazy.
All right. We want to move on now to RRQ, who they made one change as well. They took out Munyet finally, thank God, and they brought in Zan.
Elon Monia?
That is good.
What?
I like
Chill.
Zan.
it's
Monia, bro,
a
what?
winner. It's a win. I think if
Easily
we're going by
winner. Easily
yeah, I
winner.
think Zan for a while has been a guy who was gonna come up, and he's obviously really talented on motive. Also,
I like
he's been
Zan
really
a
good.
lot.
You watched Nous last year; they were top 5 team APAC tier 2.
Mm.
He's been in top 5 on motive. I just think this team you can't. It's not ever gonna be downgraded. I think the coaching staff's on top of it. It's just really good with Jovi and Warbirds, who are both
Yeah.
probably the 2 of the best coaches in the game. So I just think this team you can't make they can't get worse. Like they
Yeah,
just upgrade no matter what.
Yeah, I think it's an easy upgrade. It's not even like remotely close. I mean, even then, like not knowing much about Zan, like I think if he's just like a default, like just random like neon player
Yeah.
that can play just like some duelists here for this team, it'll be an upgrade, and I think they go in winners.
That's funny. I think he's like exactly what Udoton is. That's like I would say he's kind of like Udoton
Okay.
because he can play a lot of stuff. He can play Deadlock, Cypher, Omen, but he
Should be playing
better at the
duelist.
duels. Yeah, he's gonna play duels, and he's kind of
Okay.
like has the Udoton play style.
All right, yeah, that's easily an upgrade. Like considering that, but Adba, Lucas, where do you have them?
You? I'm so neutral on them, bro. I like Eric is a team that doesn't make me feel anything. So
Oh yeah, I don't think it makes me feel too much,
Yeah.
but I also think like with the neon meta, maybe Jemkin
Yeah.
being able to play like not
Like,
having to
it's-
force Jemkin to play neon all the time, I think will be good for him.
I think Jenkin is like, I mean, yeah, putting Jenkin in like a better spot for him. Like sometimes he's more comfortable. It's going to be good. Like he was, like one of the main reasons this team is going to international so often. So, yeah, I'd like to put it on winners.
All right. Well, that's enough to do it then. We got three winners. I'm assuming Adba's also in the winners, but I don't know if you.
I have
okay.
them in losers just because I have
Ooh.
Nongshim in winners. So
Really? Okay, that
Yeah.
was another pivot point for me where I had Nongshim in losers. With
I wasn't doing this like thinking about, oh, we need the 6-6.
yeah,
Like,
which is
I-
like kind of like it was kind of like two teams that there was like a
Yeah.
few teams that I felt neutral on. Nongshim, I was like a little less neutral, and I'm okay like if we collectively have 7 teams and winners. If you guys all have that,
I have.
Did Nongshim did make a roster change? I don't
No.
remember.
they did not.
My
Okay.
my reasoning for Nongshim is like same as DFM. Like I don't think they can be worse than they were last stage.
That's a fair point.
I think they'll be so much worse this stage because
Okay,
just
well,
think-
you're wrong.
I think Dambi's is not gonna be able to play anything. I also think Francis is generally the worst player I've ever watched play the game. Like Francis
Whoa,
is generally the
Whoa,
worst talent.
chill
I've
on
seen.
Francis.
Whoa, chill on Francis. What the fuck?
I
I
think
was following this
Francis
guy.
is actually generally worse than Jesse Vosh, and I've never seen a player worse than Jesse Vosh, and that's
I mean,
Francis.
it's because he fucking like he's not playing
Yeah,
Yoru
my
anymore.
God.
He was like the best Yoru in the world.
He
for
can
some
play
reason.
Euro, but even on Euro,
like,
he
they're
had
not
that
good.
one split. Before that, you told me last year who was the bottom 5 APAC player? It was Francis.
I don't think he was ever that bad last year. I thought he was kind of
think
like
he was terrible.
whatever.
I mean, I just think Drone, this team is just going to rely on Xross and RB and Ivy because Dambi's not going to be able to do anything. When
I think
just not.
I think with
I think
with
Francis
new
is
Neon,
right.
Danby can still play that. Obviously, he can't play anything else. I'm not arguing that he should be
But
playing Neon.
He can play Neon,
or anything
but
other than
they're
Neon.
going to be as good of a peak where he can actually just
No.
carry them to master.
No.
So it's
No.
just, I just think this team is, they maybe make playoffs, like as the 4th or 3rd seed, wherever it's going to be. But
Yeah.
besides that, are they going to
This
win a
team-
playoff game?
I mean,
No.
hell, Dombey
This
couldn't
team-
really
this
even
team-
play Neon for this team, like with
last
the
year, last year
unnerved.
too.
I mean, yeah, last year, even last split, I don't think he was very good
Yeah.
on Neon either. I thought Ivy was awful last split. Like, I thought he was worse than Francis last split. I thought Francis actually, like, he had to play so many different things, Francis did, that, like, it's kind of hard to have, like, a set role here for him. So, I'm going to give him a bit of a pass. RB,
I
like, his team was playing like dog shit. So, I don't know, like, he's calling.
RB's your second, like, best
Yeah.
mechanical player right now. That's a problem. Because RB's
Yeah.
gelling from a spot, and RB's never been insanely mechanical for like the last 3 years. So if RB's your second frag besides Xross, that it's just bad. I just don't think this team's gonna be better.
This team,
Yeah.
this team already peaked. they had a really high peak, but like I think they're going in a slippery slope, and
But I just think that run they had was fraudulent. It's just they won off of meta that Danby can win on. If Danby's not going to be having a Neon meta and Francis can't play Yuru because the dude generally just sucks at every other character besides Yuru, then they're not going to win. It's just impossible for Nongshim to actually win a game.
I never heard a Francis hater like this, bro.
All right,
Francis-
Adba, give me the case to put them in winners. I can be convinced, and maybe we'll get to a coin flip. But give me the case. I want to hear the case for them in winners because I do think it is like a reasonable take to have, even if I do disagree with it.
Third, I like them. I think they're good.
Wow. Okay. Yep. We're putting them in winners. That's it.
No. I
Alright.
was convinced, bro. I was convinced that they're not good anymore, and that's fine. Like Spike really is the best fucking Neon in all of time. Like
Asuna clears, but yeah.
Asuna clears.
Asuna doesn't even clear his fucking
You
ass,
fucking
bro.
lost your marbles on. I thought Lucas here was like full fried from Dota, but you've been playing something else worse than him, I guess.
I've been playing Fortnite recently.
Okay, that's on par.
Why would you admit that on the podcast?
Asuna hasn't even cleared his own ass, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Counterpoint. I like him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want me to do about that, bro?
Will you still like him after he wins the Blood Money Cup?
Dude, I don't want to talk about it too much on the podcast, but I'm actually gonna be so bad if they win. Like I won't even like smile a little bit.
I mean, it's 100 Thieves. They ain't winning. They're gonna lose in the first round of playoffs. It's always gonna happen.
Please make that happen. I need them to lose as fast as possible. All right, but we'll move on now to the power rankings of Pacific, where we'll just talk about like where we actually have the teams ranked. All right, now on to the power rankings. I think we can move through this a little bit faster since we've already discussed all of the teams. I did my power rankings, like I put them in order, but I didn't really do like tiers or anything. I think actually I was planning on going like in order with the teams, but I think we can just kind of do one that we all agree on is Paper X at the top in S tier. I don't think anybody else is going to have anybody else at 1.
And
If
we
you do
can
speak
all
now,
agree on the 12.
Veril? Right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean, bro?
They're 12.
Yeah, Veril are 12th, I think.
No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not like there. Sorry.
Ivan, I'm assuming you have Secret last, though?
I know Veryl's last. I don't think
Okay.
there's a
Okay.
a bottom feeder below those guys.
All right, we'll go in order now. Starting with Full Sense, who I think are like I think you could probably have them A or S tier, depending on how close you think they are to Paper X.
8 tier.
I think S tier should be only teams that actually can like win APAC. I think Full Sense are just like they'll go to international and they'll be fine.
Okay.
I think A,
think-
yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
we're all
I'm
in
fine with
agreement then with them there. I think you could probably argue some of the order there, but I think overall they should be an A, and we'll kind of discuss order later. Secret, though, I would have them like high C, low B, personally. I don't know about
think
everybody
they're
else.
D tier, just because I think they're in front of Errol, but not gonna go above D tier.
Yeah. Where is this confidence to put the like low V?
I mean, okay, I'll say bottom C is
I
fine.
like
I'd be
the
fine with
core. I
bottom
like
C.
the core 3. Assuming they don't
Yeah,
troll
I don't know.
and let Sylvan go, they have a nice
Oh, they are
core of
it-
3
it's
players.
About now it's probably because like the
Yeah,
guy who
just
reported
put them
reported,
C.
like,
Just put
recently.
the like the.
It got
just put them
reported
C because
when?
they're not work.
Yeah, I sent it in your server a while ago about Borkum.
Let's see, latest. I just searched it on Twitter. But yeah, I think Adba, where would you have them?
Bottom D.
Bottom
Or
D?
sorry.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so that puts us all like, or like at least as a consensus in C. Like I have them maybe like a low B. Ivan has them a high D, and then everybody else has them C. So I think that
Like,
Yeah,
looks
I
fine.
see.
I think this is completely fair.
By the way,
But I haven't seen anything like reporting wise. I know it hasn't been announced that Sylvan.
No, yeah. I
Is
mean,
it on?
Landry, I trust Landry. He coached Borkum, I believe, so he would know.
I don't know. All right. Then we'll move on to Zeta, who I think are another D tier team, personally.
I think they're
Wait.
above Secret.
I think you could
Wait.
argue either way, but
Wait, so what's the secret roster?
it would
It's
be. Ooh.
Yeah,
Styron,
Styron?
Nats, Borkum, Kelly S, Zeus, Borkum Caller. Or Styron Caller, sorry.
Wait, so
Borkum
this has them picking up Borkum, and this was from July
Yeah.
1st. But it doesn't say that they dropped Sylvan, but I think that would you would assume.
Yeah, it's Sylvan, because then the rest will be a Filipino core.
Are you
mostly,
sure
and then
that's? Are you sure that's
The
not
post-
like a?
The post that you sent, Ivan, says he's replacing Berserks.
Oh, then it's Nats. I mean, assuming they already dropped him for Nats, so that's why I assumed that Borkum, why he said that.
Maybe not. Like, is Nats announced?
No, Nats is not announced, but I think Nats is playing Smokes. That's probably why, and Borkum's gonna play Senti.
Or,
I assume that's probably why.
Do you think it's
Yeah,
just
what-
Borkum instead of Nats? Maybe.
The post.
No, I think
there's
it's
a
because Nats
sheet
and
esports.
Styron both posted. Like, she posted Styron and Styron and Nats.
Yeah, this.
But I just think what I think he meant to say was Borkum's probably gonna replace the role, but it's probably Sylvan now, and Nats is
Okay.
gonna play the Sylvan role.
I like that less, to be fair, but regardless, I still think they'll be better.
We see him out. Yeah, they'll be, the Varel's just so bad that I just don't think.
Yeah. So would we have Zeta and C then, or
Yeah, I'd
high
prefer
D?
Secret.
I think they're either here or here. Personally, like I'd have them a tier below Secret. I think
the Varel's on a different like version of bad. Like, if Fox and
I
best player,
agree
like,
with that. Yeah.
I just put them C. I think Secret and Zeta are just like the same team at this point.
Yeah, I think that's fine to say.
Okay. Lucas, what do you think?
Fine with this.
Okay. Yeah. The more I think about it, I think Zeta definitely has enough firepower. But I also do think Varel has some nice firepower. But Zeta's like a real like VCT team, whereas
Yeah.
like Varel
I-
plays
I'm-
like a ranked team with
I'm
those
fine
with that
to
talent.
keep Beryl as the only D tier team.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
think they should be the only D team.
All right. Then on to DRX.
S.
Who,
I think they're S.
I
Whoa.
think that no. I have them high A.
I
But
would have them
I
A
think-
as
Why I
well.
think
I-
DRX or S is legitimately because I think A's you can go to international and you'll do terrible international, but you'll be fine in APAC.
I-
think S tier
Yeah, but, like,
generally
they're
you
not
can win
winning
APAC.
APAC.
I think my definition of A tier is a little bit different. I think S tier is like you're going to go to internationals and you're going to compete to win. I think
That's
A
what I
tier
mean. I
is
think
like you
DRX
can maybe like win Pacific, like you can get to the final and then upset Paper Rex kind of thing, but you might not be like the goats at internationals, but you have a chance to like make a decent run, but maybe not necessarily to win. I would
'Cause I think
say.
S tier's like DRX is you. I think S tier is like you're contending for a top 3 APAC and you're guaranteed gonna go to international and do good. I think DRX is S tier. They do good at every international. They always are top 3 almost every time in APAC.
Especially champs. They
Yeah,
always do.
And
good
they
at champs.
also split too. You gotta remember last year,
That's my definition of
everyone
A tier then.
everyone thought DRX was not good. Also, they made what's it called? Not Thailand, whatever it's called, Bangkok last year,
Yeah.
and they did fine. No one thought they were that good in Split 1. They come to Split 2, they play really good with this new meta, and they go to champs, and they was it like top 3, top 4? I think
think it
DRX
was
are S
top
tier.
3.
It was
I just
very
think
good.
DRX are just so good when it comes to Split 2, and they also have more time with Yong now. I think they're S tier. I think they're definitely top 3. And
I just don't. I have a
I
tough
don't
time
think
putting them in the same tier as Paper X. That's my only issue. Like you've convinced me to have them higher, but
I'd put them above Full Sense, but
I think I'd have them below Full Sense, but still an A.
I think you put them, if you're gonna go A, I think you put them in Full Sense better, because I just think internationally they'll do better in Full Sense.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was literally about to say that. I'm like, I think Full Sense will do better in Pacific, but I think DRX will do better internationally,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's fine.
which is more of a Full Sense thing than a DRX thing, though. To be fair.
No, the rest are the goats. They have the goats controller. Like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They had John Ming. That's like the best duelist in Pacific.
You're
They're
just
going to be
on
really-
crack.
Oh,
Lucas.
yo, chill. Yum Yum is
Yeah.
definitely top 3, but he's definitely not number 1.
I haven't
I mean,
fit.
yeah, like
Okay,
Oh,
but that's
what?
fair. Fifth to 3, I feel like is where he is. Like, that's fair if you can switch around those 3.
Yeah.
but-
we got
okay.
Udo
Not
Tan
one.
in number
I think the highest I would put him is 4.
We have Udotan. We all have Udotan.
But that's
number
valid. I
four.
feel like the top 5 duelists in APAC are like very interchangeable. Like, they're at times.
Yeah.
I'm fine with putting Premier or something number 1 though.
I mean,
I
Premi,
think
you
that's-
can't even say Premi's number 1. He's just guaranteed number 1. How he was playing.
I have something number 1.
I think something's like 15. I don't like he'll go last.
Whoa,
in tier
whoa, 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 whoa!
Something's actually a bottom feeder duelist.
No, what?
You're just lying. Like this is just
Oh, no,
like
I
supreme
just said
race
serious
rate.
take.
Go
Serious
to one.
take.
Go to one.
Yeah, let's just move on before we get comments threatening Ivan's life.
I'm not entertaining.
Please do. I will farm APAC if I was there.
Yeah,
I'm not
bro.
entertaining.
Easy region,
fucking
easy region.
Something bottom feeder, bro. What you mean?
All right, T1. I think there's probably an argument between two tiers here.
I have
Again?
them and B.
B. There's B.
Yeah.
In the middle.
They're the most B-tier player of all.
I see as they're better than Secret and Zeta guaranteed, but they're not gonna go to international. I don't think.
I think they have the upside to go to internationals. I just don't. I don't think it's guaranteed, especially with their roles. Like, I think there's too many question marks about this team to say that they're like a likely team to go to internationals necessarily, and a team that you necessarily should expect to go to champs.
They'll make playoffs, so like that's. I think B tier's for like just you'll make playoffs, but I think you can definitely go to international. If you
they could be like a Gen G last year-esque team where like they get to playoffs and it's like, okay, we just got to get to this point and we'll make it. And then they just chut out and like lose to two really good teams, and then you just get like beat by points. Like I think that's completely realistic for them.
They'll be fine.
Oh, my mic is shutting. Whoa. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's fine now. Okay, and then I think I know where Ivan's gonna have Gen G, but I think the rest of us.
I think they're top of B. I'll do top of B.
Wow. Okay, I thought you were gonna have them in A tier.
I think they're A tier, but I think Val enough they'll be top of B because we don't know how.
From Gen G?
Yeah,
no,
I
I
think
have them
top of
low
B.
A. I have them low A.
What?
Personally.
No, Lucas, I don't know if it's like low A. Go low A. 100%.
Yeah, let's
No. They're
Low
top
A.
B. They're top B.
No,
They're top B.
No.
No.
They have texture. They have Karen Smokes. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Like, we're good,
Texture
good.
duels. Karen Smokes.
Yeah.
We have
But
to
is
see
there
how-
any
I'm
guarantee
not-
Athena's
I'm worried
going to
about-
be a good caller?
No,
Like, that's my
that's
my
the
main
question.
issue.
But the thing is, you look at last year T1 Academy, they were the top team in Korea, and he's coming up from the IGL spot from that. And this year he has no Oregon this year. He's made a top 3 appearance, I think, for top for Korea. Rascal's come up. Rascal is a fucking dog. When I say he's a dog, he's the best player we're gonna see coming out.
I have a hard time expecting them to guaranteed be on the same level as DRX in full sense.
Wilkin, listen to me. Look at this tier list. Pacific is a bottom feeder region, bro.
Yeah.
We can put Gen G and A tier, and we're going to be fine. Like
I fully agree with Lucas. I think A tier.
Adba, it's up to you.
Yeah, I said A.
Oh my god.
Oh! Wilkin, this is not a bad take.
I know. It's a scary take. It's a scary take.
No. This is a good take.
Not necessarily one that I'm like
fine.
afraid of people being like, "Wow, you guys are insane for putting them this high." Like in the
0-5
comments.
in the split. We're about the worst thing of all time.
I'm afraid of that more so than people in the comments
No,
flaming
no,
us like
no,
now.
okay,
It's
but-
not going to happen. It's not going
But
to happen.
I like the thing is, I have a vision, and the vision's gonna come true. That's all I'm gonna say.
If
We're going
let's say
5-0.
they troll the rules, right? Let's say texture duelist, Raxco's playing flex still, or like secondary duelist stuff, right? They have Athena on scan, Ash on smokes, and Karen on sentinel. Where are they in this tier list?
I think they're still A. I think they'll be fine.
No,
because
that is
you swap.
they're
but the thing is,
like D tier
okay,
if that happens.
The thing with Karen sucks at the role, but if he has more time, say if he actually went to split and got more time with it, he'll maybe be better. But mechanically, he didn't change in my opinion. I think mechanically he's still good at that Senti role. I think Ash is my only thing. Is Ash is just a fucking bottom feeder on smokes. He's just bad.
I actually feel the opposite about that. I feel like Ash can be good on smokes. I think Karon's just gonna kind of be like just. I don't want to say like bad on Sentinel, but I think he's just gonna be like average on Sentinel, which is just not what you need from like your other guy on that team, right?
I mean, the only thing I'm concerned with the team is like, say if the roles are correct, like you have Ash, Recon, and that. I think Athena will be good, in my opinion, no matter what. I just think my concern is if Ash. I think Ash has been a troll for this team a lot. Like he's just kind of like.
Yeah.
I think
the
last
team
year in
steps up,
stage
he
2 he
steps
was
down.
really good. In stage 2 he was really good for them.
Yeah, but
when
then
playing
also,
scan, once he got to learn it.
Stage 2, that stage 2, they didn't make champs. Like I feel like it was just kind of like they looked worse. With
Well, that's
Ash,
because like
was later.
Munchkin like was trolling the calling and texture wasn't that great that split. I think I forget. Like, Karon wasn't even good on smokes that split. I don't
I
think.
just feel like it's just hard because I think Ash legitimately when the team like you saw it, in my opinion, last year in Toronto, the team stepped up a lot. Like they started playing.
Oh yeah, he was awful
I
at
think
Toronto.
Ash just steps down every time he has to step up in playoffs. He's the one that steps down. He just does not do anything.
Yeah, he was bad at Toronto, but I don't know. I think that stage 2 really sticks out to me because like he came in, he was a duelist player before, right? Before joining Gen G, as far as I know. And then he took a split, kind of getting used to tier 1 and playing Scan Initiator, playing like a Teo meta that, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if that was, I think that was more inducive to him being like an okay player instantly, but kind of put him behind the 8-ball a little bit. But then in stage 2, like, he was good on Sova Fade stuff and, like, was not terrible. I don't think that would be a concern for me if he is playing Scan. Like, if this team's, if they do the correct roles and the way that everything should work out for this team, I'll say they should be bottom A tier. So I'll fold on that. But
yo.
What?
No. You didn't hear it, but someone was spamming Discord.
Oh yeah, some chud is just spamming Discord.
Yeah.
All right, DFM. I
just want to say before you like finish with Gen G.
Yeah.
They have one difficult matchup on the group.
That doesn't matter to me.
It does matter because
for the tier list, it's power rankings. It's not like
but like
based on how they're gonna
because
like rank.
Saying, like they're going out 0-5, like
yeah. I mean that's not happening. Yeah. Well, I mean if they fuck up the rules, maybe. And Zeta, like if Zeta and Nongshim are good, maybe
that they aren't. So I don't know.
Yeah. All right, DFM.
DFM below T1 probably.
Yeah, that I would agree with that.
Yeah, below T1. Like
they ain't going to internationals, but they'll definitely make playoffs in my opinion. I think they're good enough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they have the best player in Pacific on their team, so that at least gives them B tier.
Yeah, if he gets any help, they'll actually make international for once.
All right.
Free man.
I mean, honestly, there's really not much to talk about there. We already kind of recapped everything with DFM.
Like, we don't want to step that much because we already did that with Gen G.
I think Global might be the team that has the biggest range of rankings for this grouping.
No, to C tier.
I think they're the best in C tier. I just think that losing Frost, and I watched the EWC games just because I wanted to see how they did.
Yeah.
They just don't look the same at all. They look like they just don't look the same, and that's just a fact of it. Like you saw,
yeah.
You don't even look at the scoreboard. You have to watch the game. They lost 13-2 and 13-4, and then they lose to a Chinese team that has a sub. So I just think that's just not a good sign already. If that's the first tournament you go in, and they should have got out their group. Like you look at their group, I should have got out of it. Just did not. So I just don't know.
Do you think there's anything to the fact that Frost, they just had this big public, like, weird thing going on with Frost, and that was maybe a bit of a distraction for them at the event, and they'll be better in Pacific?
If we're talking about two of their players wanted them Frost out and already believed that Platoon could be a better head coach. So I just don't think it was a distraction.
I think it was a distraction based on like how everybody reacted online. That would be my thing.
That would affect was Autumn, because Autumn did come here from China. Yeah. He left FPX to come play for Frost was the big reason.
Autumn wanted to play under Frost.
But the other guys, I don't think so. I think it only would affect Autumn.
I would have Global like around the DFM spot personally. But if you guys want them top of C, I can.
I think this is like a generational fallout.
I have Global like
it's gonna be bad, bro.
Especially since Platoon's taking over, Crystal's not gonna probably play the roles he was playing with Frost. Because Frost said that he changed Crystal's role just to like make him play better. I think they're probably going to switch how they're going to play if Platoon's at the helm now.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, not to bring up this tournament, but their roles have been different.
Really? Well, let me go look.
I usually just look at the BLR page and to see if someone is doing someone is doing like something interesting and like we're going to talk about this later, but Ethan was on Neon and stuff like that. So but yeah, I don't have faith on this team.
I just think this.
I mean, it's not that different. I guess Crystal's not playing much Scan.
Yeah, Crystal's not going to play any Scan.
And Patman is just playing. I mean, yeah, and Patman and Javi will trade it.
But there's certain maps where I don't think Crystal should be playing Sen. Like he just struggles at some maps at places like Sentinel especially.
Yeah, I agree.
Any Sova map, Crystal should be playing Sova.
I agree. I think Pat's not good at Sova.
Lucas, you also have them in C, like top C.
Yeah, I did say top C. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot who said. I know Adba and you said it. You might both said it as well, but.
Okay, let's do these two ones quickly, and we can go to EMEA.
Yeah,
I think I don't have much to say about these teams.
RRQ, I think you either have like bottom, like towards the bottom of A or top of B. I think that's
top of B. I think they have a less ceiling than Gen G.
I'm a top B, and
I think they have less of a ceiling than Gen G, but their floor is so much higher.
Consistent, yeah.
Which I would kind of have them maybe bottom A. I would personally have them above Gen G. I think that's just a safer bet.
No, I agree with that. I think we do that.
Lucas, Adba.
Yeah, I have them. Like,
I mean, I don't
No, I don't like them. No, I want them B. I want them B.
You guys both want them B? Ivan and I want them A?
Yeah.
I think it's you can go each way though, but I feel like A is safe just because they are consistent.
Alright. Ivan, you call the coin this time.
Tails.
Tails for them and A?
Adam and D.
Tails for them
Yeah.
and A? Okay. Tails
Yeah.
never fails. And it failed. They're top of B. PG.
Okay.
It's over.
I mean, if it was mine, if this was just my list, I'd have them like above secret.
You're smoking stuff on the podcast. What?
Yeah,
Too consistent to be down there.
You'll see.
Okay.
I trust Jovi too much for them.
All right, Adba, where
I
would
don't
you
trust
have Nongshim based on your faith with them before in the winners
Like
in this
above
tier
Genji.
list? I think they're max at the bottom of
Put them
B.
above Put them above we'll call it Zeta or Secret. They'll be above those two, but Global's better.
Nongshim is below Global and above Secret.
I think if I'm going off of your guys' ranking of global, I think they'll be top of C. But also
Fair.
like Adba,
I think they could have a higher play.
but Adba's like dragging them up with that A tier ranking. I think I could be convinced to put them bottom B, and I'd be okay with that. But I also don't like it. Like I don't want to.
What are they going to play though? Like if you can be on like with France.
Yeah, okay, Adba. Give me the
Pulse-wise, kinda hard.
ideal Nongshim comp. You can pick any map and pick a comp for them, and maybe that'll convince the B tier.
Okay, one sec.
And it has to be in the map pool, so no Pearl or Fracture. Because I don't know.
I think this tier list, like I don't like the Nongshim, but it's like 99% perfect.
I don't feel terrible about Nongshim, but yeah, I really think they should be in C. I mean, that's 3 people having them in C, but Adba thinks they're really good, and I kind of want to give.
I would do
Yeah,
like
if he's feeling that good about, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
my ideal comp is Ivy Viper.
Yep.
Just any Viper.
On what map?
Every map. Every
Okay.
map.
Okay.
Danby Neon.
Okay. That makes sense.
Frost. Phoenix.
Okay.
And then Francis Scan. And then RB can play smokes.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
still
We're putting them top
Francis
C.
on that Silva. Francis about to go -19 every game playing Recon again.
Yeah. That makes me feel worse about them. I would rather have Francis play literally like anything else.
You know what? They gotta do the tank
nope,
play style.
nope.
Just let the tank play Phoenix and Raze and just run at them as Francis. Just let
I
Francis
mean,
beat
he
a
did.
fucking bomb.
He did good on that as Neon last split. Like I thought he was actually pretty good at like playing the Neon,
but
even though he.
Danby should play Neon. Just let fucking Francis be a Raze or
Yes,
Phoenix, just
exactly.
run at
Like
them.
I'm not
Just
saying he
run
should
at
play
them.
Neon. Like just play Raze Phoenix and just like be the entry, like go die for Domby pretty much to
But
trade.
Just study Gentleman's 2024. Just have talk like Danby play Op Talkos, and then you have fucking Francis who even tank where he just runs at people and dies for fun of the game.
Okay, so you comparing them to Mates 2024 makes me want to put them even lower.
Yeah, I mean that they're gonna play like that because Francis is just like generally the worst player in the APAC. So I don't know.
Generational hate for no reason.
You were
This
dog
is
shit. You were dog shit in stage 1.
Francis legitimately, I've watched Valorant for like 6 years now. He might be contending in the top 3 players I've seen actually play the worst. Him and Trick Aim are up there. Like those are comparable.
No, they're not comparable at all.
They are.
Why are we throwing shade to Trick Aim? On the
Yeah,
podcast?
like Trick
Because I
Aim
saw
clears him.
I thought Trick Aim, IGL, and Raze, and I never want to see it again. And that's what Francis was doing. Like terrible at. So Raze or anything.
All right. Any final changes we want to make? Reordering stuff at all? Like any major changes other than like Adba wanting Nongshim higher, me wanting Genji a bit lower, me wanting Secret higher. I don't know. I think this is fine. I think this is a good way to like balance our opinions overall, and I think it's just kind of a safe tier list. I'm fine with this. Other than Genji and A, we got to take some risks somewhere. All right, but now we will be moving on to EMEA. All right, now on to EMEA, where we're going to start with the winners and losers recap stuff that we did for the beginning of Pacific, and then we'll head into the power rankings after that. So we'll start with BBL here. Ivan, where did you have them, winner or loser? overall for the offseason.
Well, we don't know what they're doing still because I think they're winning after EWC. For right now, I think they're losers if they keep Lovers Rock. But
I agree.
if the Turkish reports are true, like they've kind of leaked it,
That's Spear, right?
If Spear or Comeback come to the lineup, then I think they'll be winners. But I think they're losers right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I would have them overall as losers. I just think like the fall off from kickoff to stage 1, I think you would probably expect it to keep going if they don't make roster changes. Yeah. I think the arguments for winner would be LaRock gets better than he was in stage 1, and Loida gets better.
If Rose decides to call smart again,
or Rose turns his monitor on, that would be cool.
Blind chicken.
But yeah, Adbo, Lucas, where did you guys have them?
I have them winners.
Reasoning?
They're gonna be better.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, honestly, that's fair. Like, I think that's a better argument than for Nongshim.
I mean, they have 2 of the best mechanical players in APAC, in my opinion.
Wait, wasn't it reported that they were picking up Comeback? Or is that
it's what at least the Turkish reporters have said is they are considering Spear and Comeback.
Yeah, like they were like, if they get Comeback, I think I'm feeling.
If they get Comeback, it's actually over for everyone.
No, not like that. But like, I feel better.
You know, Adba, I was gonna flame. I was gonna flame, and then I remembered that he's coming back to this team. So yeah, if they get Comeback, they're winners.
Comeback's amazing, but if they get Spear, it's a whole different. Like Spear's gonna make them jolt to top 3, though. I think.
You'll put in a winner.
Why don't they just get both and drop Krevin?
But for like Spear can play Senti, but I just feel like Karun is just good. I feel like this is role right. I don't think you need to drop a guy who plays his role right, especially on this team where in my opinion, on each team should be 2 star players, 2 support players. I feel like he's already one of the better support players, so I think dropping him just.
I don't want my Senti player being a support player though.
No, but it's doable because he doesn't troll a lot, in my opinion. I think he doesn't, except last split he did troll quite a bit.
Yeah, and he was doing a lot of very aggressive stuff at kickoff. And I would expect that to just continue.
That's one of the things, but like, I guess I don't know. It's hard because I think last year when I watched him, I feel like he was just playing his role right, and he just kind of didn't troll. But it's been kind of hard this year.
But I don't think it was mechanically ever great in tier 2, which was kind of my issue with him. Like I didn't think he was going to be like amazing, and then he was really good for them at kickoff. But then it's kind of like back to more like even lower than where I expected him to be. So I feel like that would continue.
If they had a duelist, like a better duelist besides Lovers Rock, he takes a step back from running like just like.
I think Lovers Rock was better than Krevin in stage 1.
No, I'm talking about. Do you think if they got a duelist that actually like takes more space, stop just like trolling a bit? And
no, because the way that they were playing at kickoff was so insane. With like think about their Abyss, right? Where like they would send one of the duelists in on one of the sites, the other duelist in on the other site, and Krevin would just instantly walk up mid on Cypher. Like, I feel like that's when they were at their best, and with the duelist taking more space, Krevin's still going to do that, but I don't think he's going to win as many fights as he did before. But I do think regardless, if they get Comeback, I think they're overall winners, but I don't know if that really, like, how much that genuinely, like, will move the needle for me.
Like, I think if they get, I think Comeback's fine. I think they'll definitely make playoffs and they'll do fine. They obviously can go on a run, but I think the Spear guy is just generally like.
I don't know. I'm not like
them, this
biggest
guy has
Spear guy.
I've heard like at least everyone that's told me about him, and I've watched him a bit. They think this is like the next like Ruxic, Woot. They think this guy's the next Turkish talent that's coming up.
No, man. I mean, I haven't watched him too much recently, so I can't really say that. But like, I watched him like I think last year because he was like #1 in stats or whatever in Turkey, and I wasn't like massively impressed. Like I preferred a few other guys to him. In tier 2, so I don't know. I think we're just kind of talking about BBL. I think we can do a little bit like finish up this conversation during the power rankings.
Interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
But
come
Cody,
back.
You did not watch Prime Comeback on Pacific Esports like I did, dude. This guy, like, if he can play with his core players, like
and speak Turkish,
Rose, Loida, and speak Turkish, like. Dude, they should as well. They should go pick up Selasun, which was also their teammate from Pacific back in Ascension. And dude, I'm telling you, they would be insane again. Like,
I think I could see that.
He's better than Krevin. He's better than Krevin.
No, I disagree. I think Selasun was a big reason why they lost that Ascension trial to Apex.
No,
just he couldn't keep up with them like at all. Like the team was good besides him.
All right. Well, we should move on. Eternal Fire next up. Are they actually making changes? Because there's been rumors about them getting rid of Izzy. I would hate that. That would be awful. They would instantly go into losers if that's the case.
At least from my knowledge, what the Turkish reporter said, that if BBL gets Spear, comeback will go to Eternal Fire for Izzy.
And then if they don't get comeback, then they make no changes?
If comeback goes to it, Spear is going to Eternal Fire. So it's just
both to replace Izzy?
Yeah. It will be either.
Okay, well, I had them in losers anyways, because I think their style's going to fall off a little bit more. Like, they were just playing, like, their confidence level was insane playing in stage 1, and I think that was a big reason why they were winning. I don't think that's going to catch teams off as much. So that'll put them in losers, but I do need to go do something real quick. I'm going to mute my mic, but you guys can discuss their roster moves, and if I'm not back, then when you guys are done, then you can move on to Fnatic.
Yeah, I had Eternal Fire in losers as well, because I just think getting rid of Izzy is a stupid idea. Like, he was one of their best players in Split 1. Like, even if they change their play style, like, he's still going to be great for this team if they keep him. But getting rid of him is a terrible decision.
Yeah, I think there's a bigger issue if you're gonna replace anyone. I think Fabian was just hearing what the stories of him behind the screen is. Just you got to go with Fabian.
Exactly.
He'll then perform the way.
I just cannot. I don't believe in this team. I don't believe in any of these players. I'm keeping. No, man.
Except Echo. Echo is a generational talent. I think Echo's really good.
Echo is very good. Echo is very good.
Audez might be like, I think every game I watched, Audez just decides to do stupid things the whole time.
Yeah,
it's not good.
That's my annoying thing, because like my like list, I forget when I originally sent this to Wilkin, but I sent like a super big spreadsheet of like, I sent this to him in actually July 4th, 2024. I sent this. It was a just like a giant spreadsheet of like 50 players, and Odabs was one of my like top 5, but like this was 2 years ago, and like even last year I thought he was still good, but I don't know what he's doing now, man.
I think their core 3 are just bad. I think Neki, Audez, and Fabian are just not good players. None of them. I think Neki's a bottom tier IGL too. They kind of just winning games off. I think them having momentum is a big thing.
They were winning games because they could shoot more people. That was the only reason to win.
They're not strong mid-rounders. They also just have not the best coaching staff.
Easy kill like 3 people. Like, that's
By the way, I was to say I think they should be losers no matter what, just because what happened last stage. They had the chance to bring Sop in, but just because Fabian's on this team and no one on the team likes Fabian, Sop decided to leave and they didn't get Vlad. Now they are stuck with Afron Fire as head coach, and they're also stuck with Fabian.
Yeah, they're just cooked.
All right. I think we should move on to Fnatic, though.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Remember when I was telling you that sub clears this is so bad, and you were telling me that I was an idiot for that opinion?
No.
Okay. I wanted to know if you remember that.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Was the only thing. Oh, no, it was on a stream. Like, we can go watch that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go find me the clip. Yeah, sure. But I think Fnatic, I think you could argue...
Biggest winners of the patch, baby!
I think the only argument for them not being in winners is the, like, roles on this team. Is, like, Cloud not being able to flex as much.
Player, bro.
He's not that good, brother. Let's relax a little bit.
I've been on the Cloud train since 2023. You don't know this guy.
Yeah, I do. I watched him play in stage 1, and he was terrible. And he was terrible before Giants. And he was on Giants before that. He had one good split, and then was also dog shit in 2025.
Wilkin, you're being a chuck?
I'm being correct.
I think Cloud will do better. I think
yes, he'll be better on this team.
I think 2023, you watched him with Rhyme. The team played really good, but honestly, 2023 was a meta Pipson as head coach was able to adapt into. It's because they played more Breach, was more Viper. Yeah. You kind of play that meta with stuff. I think why Cloud has done worse is because of Pipson. I think him going to a new roster and him not having to play Breach so well on every map because Pipson is 4 metas behind his head coach, and the team Giants will always be 4 metas behind everybody else. I think Cloud will do better. I think Cloud also switching possibly to more of the flex role on the Viper and stuff. It could be good for him, just because I think him playing opposite to it by himself is good.
It could be, but it also might not be. Like, it might take some time. But I think regardless, like, even if, like me, I have some doubts about it, like, I have questions, like it's Fnatic. They know what they're doing when they make roster changes, and even regardless, like it gives them stability in that slot.
And besides,
Let
like
Adba
the other thing.
in a second.
Okay, Adba,
Yeah.
sorry. No, you can go.
The only
You can go
reason
first.
why I was actually like questioning putting them into losers is because they have Aang. Aang's like Aang.
That too, but like I don't know.
His like ending of KC was very bad. But I think that him coming into like when he came into KC on kickoff, they were insane.
Yeah.
Like, and I think
Other
his
than that,
honeymoon phase will be really good, and it's like the honeymoon phase
Yeah.
in stage 2 is going to be perfect. Like it's the time you want it to have.
that's a good point. Yeah, I think that's even more of a
Matter
winner
what.
thing.
But
For them.
think
Aang is
roles
the
can
best
be
coach. I
weird
feel like
as
Aang is a
well.
top 5 coach, no matter what. Though, like if you hear what he does, Aang, it doesn't matter what Karma Corp wins through. Like I think Aang is still one of the best coaches we've ever seen in that game. Like he will still make this team better.
Of all time, sure, but I mean, I don't know about currently.
I think now Aang could still be one of the best coaches. I just think how
I think
Karma
he
Corp
could.
handled it. I'm gonna say I think Karma Corp fans were a big reason why stuff didn't go as good because they
the
want
fans
these
are-
players.
Yeah.
I think the ownership at Karma Corp is a big reason. I'm gonna say this now. It's the same problem Koi had. They want players that should not be on teams, and I think Karma Corp has the problem like where they are just Aang got fucked over because they want fucking what's his name Loon on a team. Loon should never been on Carmine Corp.
I
Fans
think
wanted him.
Levin. I think Levin could be good. He just
No,
kept
but
getting put on
did he fit
waylay
that
by
team?
Aang.
No, but that's not Aang. That's I'm gonna say this now.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Also, it's and the same thing. Should have in that system. Should he be on that team? Did he fit that system with Alves?
No, exactly.
Not at all.
That's fair.
And then the other thing is Zilch is a secret like actual dictator on that team. Because how the fuck is Alves still on this team a year later? I don't blame Aang for this.
I think Alves, other than this year, has been good. Like I thought Alves last year was pretty solid. Outside of like when he got put on like Phoenix and stuff. Like I think he would be a good scan player here.
I think Aang will fit well with Boaster. I think they're both. Aang has like a weird meta.
Oh, jeez, we're not talking about Karmine Core.
I think Aang, no matter what, will still be good. I think he'll help that team get. I also think Cloud playing a solo role where you might not think it, but I think Cloud mechanically has always been good. Like he's
that's true. That's true.
Him playing a Viper might be good for him, where he can play by himself and more play instead of playing for the team. He plays by himself.
Yeah. Okay. Like I see the vision with it at the very least.
It seems like they're signing Cloud as a replacement IGL for Boaster after he retires. They sign him for 3 years. Even like
that is that's also possible. But that doesn't factor into anything.
It does factor to me because if you are signing a player for 3 years and he can be good and you can build around him later.
Lucas, this is for this split.
This is 3 years later.
This is for this split thing.
No.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not like when I do my like grades or whatever for roster stuff because that's different. I think this is a different thing than that. But still, like they're still winners. I honestly think we spent too much time on Fnatic. Honestly, I think we need to speed this up so we don't miss the U.S. men's national team game.
I mean, I don't care about that show.
You do. Like you want to hate watch them. We all know that. But Foot is the next team. I personally have them in winners because I think their Toronto their London run just instantly makes them winners.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They're winners.
Yeah, they're winners. Like they got so much better and they need to maintain that.
They're keeping the same team, not making
I don't think we need to talk much about that.
Yeah.
They did way better than expectations.
Yeah.
Then
I'm fine with
where
this.
we ranked them.
Then mates, I feel like there's going to be some strong opinions about this team. I kind of had them as like a little neutral, but I ended up landing on losers.
They're neutral. I think losers. My reasoning is, I think Prox is definitely upper for Glyph. I think Glyph was just it made 0 sense for a guy who came over as IGL to be on the team.
Yeah, I didn't understand the pickup initially. I was fine with him when he actually played, but
I disagree. I think Glyph was generally the worst smokes player in APAC by far. And
EMEA.
I just think my bad. Have Susan now.
Yeah.
I think Glyph is just not at a tier 1 level in my opinion. I think Glyph needed more time to play in tier 2. He played a year and a half tier 2, where at Ascension he looked really good, but that's what they picked him off of from was Ascension, not because he played good split 2.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I think mechanically he just wasn't quite there, and there's a reason why he got dropped. I also think there's the role changes that they're supposedly making, where Martin's gonna be playing like that kind of. I mean, I in my roster grades video, which I recorded last night, said like Martin's going to be playing the main duelist, but he's playing more of like the Raze Phoenix stuff.
Yeah,
And then Mini's going to be playing like Neon Jet for this team, which I don't love
It's
that.
good, but Mini's good at Jet. The thing with Mini is he has a high ceiling of opping, and I think Mini moving to the Jet's good, but I don't think Neon. He should not play Neon.
Yeah,
But-
and I also like. I mean, Bippo on Sentinel statistically, he's been pretty decent playing for them, so I don't think that's
why not just kick Bippo and get a Senti player that's already good in tier 2? Like, there's so many better players you can get over Bippo.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But
That-
also, they kicked Paco as head coach, who Paco was a big reason why I think they were
Yeah,
winning.
like that was weird as well. But I don't know. I'm not like too annoyed about anything in particular with them. I just think it's a bunch of like kind of like meh moves that are kind of that are not great that kind of end up getting them into losers.
Yeah,
Rather than like anything that they did in particular being terrible. I don't know how you feel about that, Lucas. I'll let you get your thoughts in, and then we'll move on. If you have any thoughts on mates.
About
Is it
mates?
okay?
No, I'm here. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want me to say about mates? Like, they're getting procs, right?
Yeah,
yeah, it's for
Yeah.
Glyph.
for Glyph. So it's just
Who
I don't know.
procs is decent.
I think that is in and of itself could be an upgrade, but it's not guaranteed.
But I just think it's just so many minus. Like, it's 3 minuses against 1+. So I just
Exactly.
think it's
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
Okay,
hard.
Giant X.
Losers.
I'm gonna let
Biggest
Adba talk.
losers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let Adba talk about Giant X, and we'll move on because it'll probably capture like the combination of the rage of the three of us.
Losers. They have no good players. They lost their best player. They're not going to win a single
They
game.
lost their two best
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
And
They
Westside
lost
is
their
okay.
two best players.
Who's still there? Who's still there?
Yeah.
But like, I
I
mean,
do think
And they're not
they
gonna
have
lose
one
it.
upgrade though. They have one upgrade. I think mechanically Net's worse than Cloud, but calling wise Net's better than Cloud, in my opinion.
not by
I
that
think-
much. I really
No,
like.
I
It
think
could
by
be.
a lot actually, because the thing with Cloud is Cloud's too reliable on Pipson, and my only minus here is that Pipson's still head coach. If
I-
Pipson's out, they'll stop playing Breach. Like every meta, they play Breach KO. Makes 0 sense to play, but guess what? Pipson's a fucking idiot, and he decides to keep playing it.
Well, to be fair,
So-
they have like one of the best Flash players in EMEA, and they still have Flick List now. I think the roles for this team might be a little wonky. I think they'll probably just land on like double duelist with Aura.
I think-
Dude, the fact that Aura's still here is insane.
Yeah.
We need to move on. It's Giant X. They're in
Yeah.
losers. Like,
I think they're losers, but I think that's definitely an upgrade over Cloud Eye gelling.
yeah, he is. I just don't know. Like, Cloud was awful, but I don't know how good Net will necessarily be. Is kind
I
of my
mean, in
issue
my
there.
opinion, the thing was Net's really good at the basic calling, so I think
Yeah,
if Giants
it'll
make
give
playoffs,
them
I
a
won't be
baseline.
surprised.
Okay. Then we have Carmine Core. I think Adba and I will definitely have them in winner. But I don't know how everybody else feels here.
Winner.
What are they doing?
They got the best coach in the
Casey.
game on the team.
Yeah,
They
but
signed
what
up.
are they? What are they doing? Like, what's the change? What's
They're
kicked
gonna
Ang.
improve. Just straight
Actually,
up.
no.
Yeah.
They kicked Ang as head coach. Zilch got promoted as head coach. But the
Yeah.
move that I think will make Carmine Corp top 5 in this, or top 3 in the state,
Wow.
is Simos is the assistant coach, and he's the smartest coach I've ever heard anything. Legitimately, if Koi had, I'm gonna say this, if Koi had 2 better players last year, they would have made playoffs because how good Simos is. This guy is
I
literally
think-
a generational talent as coach.
I think it was just for me. Like I have them going up and then winners. I think for me, it's just the combination of like last split was kind of just like an everything going wrong at the beginning of the split. They were having Levin play Waylay and stuff like that, which was just bad. But now that Levin's getting
Simons
to
won't
play
let that happen.
actual other duelists that he's good at with Neon, Rays, stuff like Jet, stuff like that. Nere is playing a flex role where he's actually able to frag on Chamber and like Phoenix stuff, which is really good for him. Aves is back on Scan, which is going to be better for him both calling and individually, I think. Dosha is one of the best Smokes players in the EMEA, I think, and was when he got to play Smokes, one of the best Smokes players in the EMEA. And Sugetsu is one of the best Sentinel players of all time, but has not been good as of late. So I think there is some concern with Sugetsu. But to me, that's the biggest question mark. And when you
But
have
I
Sugetsu,
think-
who's been like solid, but like not great, even on that, like I think that's still fine and gets you into winners. It's just for me the question of how high you would actually have them on a power ranking.
I think generally they'll get so much better just because you look at Simos' career path with this stuff. Every ideal he plays with gets better. Like, look at everything. Waddle had a higher peak after going over Simos.
I like
Waddle's pretty unknown talent. I'm gonna say this, my brother played with him. My brother got so much better. He won the first stage of
Flya,
challenges
by the way,
because it was
just for
yeah,
context.
off
for viewers.
Simos teaching him stuff, and it's the whole off season he talked to me about the Simos stuff that I've implemented with it to my teams, and we've done better. Is he won Challenger Split 1 doing the Simos stuff with the Euro and stuff. now we stick on Alves, who Alves might improve IGLing wise. I still think Alves is a fucking trash can, but he might do better. So Agetsu, he also made Senti players so much better. Look at Tag. Tag was a generational terrible player. He goes under Simos. Desire looked generally like a top 5 team in challenges forever.
And they could have made it to tier 1.
And Tag looked so good on that Viper. He got that Apex round and terrible after he left Simos.
Fair enough. I mean, like I don't usually rate coaches too much and take that too much into account. I think if there's like obvious like malpractice stuff with coaching, like I'll take that into account a little bit. But like, I mean, looking at that at that pass, like that's hard to argue with Carmen Corsa. I think they're the easiest winner on this list.
They just beat. I don't care about EWC that much because obviously blood money and shit. But they beat Paper X.
Yeah,
and this is an event you want to win because you make millions. So like they're trying at least.
Yeah,
they just beat them. So
all right.
The only issue that's kind of scary is that Fracture was their best map and it's going out of the pool now.
I mean, they weren't even that good at Fracture. No, Haven was their best map. I thought that was the one map that they were able to win on.
That was last year.
Oh, really?
They pick Haven, but they lose it like a lot of the time.
Yeah, it was last year.
It was because that map I thought they looked the best on, even like actually competitive on. Wait, no, yeah, they won Haven against Foot, which I mean that's good. They won Haven against Heretics, and they won Haven against Gentlemates. That was like the only map they were winning. So yeah,
that was
too. But I mean, I think Fracture was easily their next best map, even though it wasn't good. But yeah, I think they're like, I think they're going to be a lot better than they were in Stage 1, even though they didn't make any actual roster changes. Then we'll move on to Navi. I'll let Lucas talk about Navi because I'm assuming you're going to have them in winners. I would agree with that. Lucas is muted, so
I was muted. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I think they're winners. I talk repeatedly like Navi has 2 of the best EMEA players right now on Hero and Roxic. I think they're both top 10. I think Cybot is like clear up there on Filu. I didn't like Filu at all as a player.
I know Ivan's going to be higher on Filu. You're just insane.
I just don't see anything on Filu.
I actually agree with that. I think the best of Filu would be better than the best of Seavoth, but you never get the best from Filu.
No, but the thing is what happened is, obviously we saw, I think Filu had a hard time last stage just because of the roles. He switched so much things because of the comeback and all that happening. I give him pass.
Yeah, but he was dog shit when he was playing Duelist and Kickoff as well.
But the thing is, you watch him, he was playing Chamber. He was generally good on that Chamber, but they kept having to switch him off it because comeback is terrible at just most of the things, so he has to play Chamber.
Yeah, but also, like, what would Filu be playing here? Would Filu be playing Chamber for this team on every map?
No, it would be Chamber Phoenix. And if you watch, I did watch the WC qualifiers. The Phoenix looked good. Like, he generally looked like he had a chance on Phoenix. He was playing well on it. I think Exit coming in is going to be more helpful because Filu's better when he's not playing this entry dive where he was playing that.
Yes, yeah, he is terrible at that.
Filu is so good at this opping. If you watch even Koi last year, maps where the tank took up the duels and Filu was just able to op, he was able to fucking take over the game. It just kept happening.
I disagree with taking over the game. That team went 0-5. There's no way a player's taking over a game and losing.
Split two when they played like Haven and stuff against like Karma Corp, Apex, Fnatic. Filu was in one not to take over the game, but he was dropping 17, 18 on opping. So I think it's.
I mean, to be fair, they're playing against Carmine Core, Apex, and stuff like that. But I get what you mean. Yes, I understand the point.
If he's just opping by himself, Filu has a high peak, and I think he just.
I just think he's too limited. I think that's the issue, and I think Seavoth is going to give you the better floor and more flexibility at the end of the day.
Also, I think if Filu switched roles, say if he had like a full time on Omen or something, or like Senti, like he would do better. But
I agree with you. I agree with the smokes thing. But I just think overall, Filu, like he had effectively a whole season of VCT. He had a stage 2 last year, I believe. He might have had more before that actually as well. He's had more than enough time to show anything at a tier 1 level, and he just hasn't been like he's shown flashes a little bit, but it's just kind of what he's going to be at this point.
My main like question mark right now is just I haven't seen anything of Exic. So like I cannot say like
I think he'll be good.
Yeah, I hear good things about him. I just need to like see it.
He's really good. Obviously, you don't look at his stats because the Saudi league is like terrible. But from obviously I have some like people I also have friends with in Europe, and I obviously went over to Europe for a bit. Exit's legit. And the problem I have is he might be the next Filu where he's just a scrim merchant. So, but Filu puts up
He
insane
might be.
numbers in scrims.
Like we don't know that yet.
I think
No, we gotta see,
statistically he
but-
was okay for them in
Ascension, he did
off-season
fine.
stuff.
I don't think in Ascension last year, I remember with Twisted Minds, he did good. He did fine, but I think he was not their best player.
Yeah, like I mean, he was. I don't think he was amazing, but I think he'll definitely be an upgrade over what either Filu or Comeback was for them. And I think that's just. I mean, that even instantly itself, like getting a stable roster here for Navi is going to put them in winners. And I think Seavoff is going to further stabilize that as a full-time player. Then Pacific, we'll move on. I think they're in winners.
Actually, no. Like I forgot Cooper got replaced. Never mind, they're in winners.
Yeah, and it's mostly based off that, even though we don't know who their duelist is. As long as Seven isn't playing main duelist, I think they're in winners.
We're putting 7 teams in winners then.
That's fine. We didn't say it have to be 6-6.
We have 6 here.
Well, I mean, there's a glaring one that's going in winners. I think.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with that.
They'll be better. They'll be better. I just think Cooper was. I think Cooper actually might be worse than Francis. I'm thinking about this now. Cooper's up there as one of the worst players I've had.
I mean, yes, obviously he's worse than Francis.
Cooper is the #1 Nepo clone in tier 1 ever. I think Cooper's been Nepo'd his whole career, and he shouldn't have been playing at all right now. But I think also upgrading Cnid's also a big thing. I think Cnid was a big reason why they were losing games. I think besides that,
I disagree with that. I think he was one of their better players in stage 1.
I disagree. I think he was their second worst. I think he struggled a lot. I think having Ninja switch to his main role in smokes again, probably for the best is good. I think Alorante has a high peak. He just got to see it more. I think having him in their stage might be good.
Yep.
I think Seven's also mechanically good. He just
Seven's really good. Seven's really good.
Bring in Waddle, who's a mechanical IGL who can frag out and is just really
Waddle.
smart in the game. Waddle's gonna come in, and Scooter Duels might be. I just think this team has a chance at possibly.
As long as their duelist isn't like the biggest trash can on the planet, I think they'll be good. I think they would even be good with CNED, honestly.
I think them having like going to tier 2 and like there's some duels right now that you can pick up. Like you can look at Pays. Pays should be in tier 1 right now.
So their 5th player's not announced.
No, I think I know who it is, but I just
don't know.
Sure.
Not 100% sure. Kind of thing. Okay. Move on.
Pacific, pick up Filu, please. He needs a job.
No. Okay, move on to Heretics now.
You couldn't pay me to watch film tier 1 again, bro.
Heretics, I think they're the easiest loser on this list outside of Giant X.
They won EMEA, went 0-2,
and looked terrible.
Yeah.
I thought the biggest question mark for them was Kosh for me heading into that event, and Kosh I thought was their best player.
Yeah, Kosh's not bad. Problem with
it's just
Benji.
It's just so bad. I really don't want to dig into Heretics too much again. Just because it's always they're just bad at internationals.
I think Wu is fine. I think Riance is fine. I think Riance is the best initiator we have in Europe, or they're in Europe. Boo is still a good IGL. Boo you can make fun of all mechanically, but Boo is the smartest IGL boss in Europe.
Yeah, and he has his best mechanical split.
Kosh has also shown a lot since playing now. I think
we need to get the Fortnite player.
Woot's really inconsistent, and I think Benji's the same way.
I think Benji, we saw 2 years ago, 2024, was generally the top 3 Senti in the world. The last 2 years, he's been worse and worse. It's getting worse.
I thought stage 1 was pretty good from him, even when Heretics wasn't looking good.
If you are a big statistics person, he has one of the lowest win rates on first contact to Sentis. Like if he has first contact, he dies a lot on the first round.
That's fair.
Seconds of the round.
I haven't looked at the stats of that, but I think that's probably correct.
Go down the track right now. There's one issue. If you don't want to make a play with a player, right? These players could say they're all good enough to be in tier 1. What's the issue when you can't win international games? You kick the coach. Zinho has been here for 4 years now. What has he done?
I mean, this team's meta read has not been particularly good.
Yeah,
they have assistant coaches.
That was one of our things that me and Wilkin
Weber
talking about coming into the season.
Weber's a great assistant coach. I've heard only good stuff about Weber, and I've heard Weber's actually the guy who is more of the head coach on the team. So why not go out and find a better head coach I'm not don't get Milan, but any other coach that's been on Fnatic or say Scut on Vitality, why not hire Scut? That's a great hire for them. Scott's really smart. I don't know why not hire a better coach besides Zinho.
Yeah, I don't know. But we'll move on because again, we'll probably talk about Heretics a bit more in power ranking stuff. I think we just need to get ahead of this. We got 8 minutes until the game starts. Liquid, it's close for me. They were kind of a neutral one, even with their changes. I put them in losers though to keep it even. Personally,
winners.
Wait, did I have? 7? Wait, who did I? Oh yeah, okay, we moved BBL from where I had originally. But I don't know. I just this team doesn't have a true smokes player with their roster changes, in my opinion, and I think that just like I mean maybe they didn't before with Wayne either. I don't like putting kicks on smokes personally if that's what's going to happen here for this team.
I mean,
I also don't like potentially moving Purpo's role or having Trex on flex stuff. Like I don't know. I don't love it. I'm fine with the cuts that they made. I have no issues with those. I just the roster that they have now just doesn't inspire me in any way.
Yeah, that was
they're not
my
good mechanically,
take as well. My take was like they're doing too many things. Like,
yeah, there's too many question marks. Like it like is Trex gonna be what role is he gonna play? Is it gonna fuck up Purpo's role? Because when Purpo's been playing Scan, he's actually been good. But when he's had to like play anything other than that, he's been terrible in tier 1. You have
like they're swapping around too much, which I feel like is not going to be good.
I don't even necessarily think swapping things around is bad. I just don't. I think the swaps that they're making could potentially be bad. It's kind of like a Gen G-esque scenario, except I'm more confident on what they're going to land on.
No, I feel like if I think Camo's probably going to play main duelist. I think Camo going back to main duelist is good. I think that's good.
That's the only upgrade they made in my eyes.
I think.
And Kicks
if
on
it's
smokes.
If Kicks goes to smokes, I think Kicks is not terrible. He's obviously played it before. He was not bad, but he was.
I'd prefer him playing literally anything else, though.
I think
honestly,
Kicks should play flex. If I'm them, I think maybe. Obviously, Purpo's kind of struggled at each role, but I think Purpo mechanically is too good not to play well on smokes if he does it. And I think Trex, if he moves to smokes, is not bad. It gives Trex a new thing he can try. I think Trex is also really good at the anchor stuff. I remember watching, if you watch Vitality, that first split he played, or like Koi, 2023, he played Trex. Viper, and he was really good at Viper. He was good at Viper Astra. So why not move him and see how he does on smokes, play this anchor?
Yeah, I don't hate that idea either, and I think that would probably be the best way of doing things, but then they wouldn't be able to play double duelist as much.
The only thing I'm concerned with is, and we see it now, if they go to internationals, Nat's going to be able to call it international. He's struggled at international and calling.
Outside of that, like, one Sentinels game.
Yeah, I just think that, and I'm going to say it now, if they make this offseason, like, going after effect, you gotta look at maybe it's time to upgrade over Nats. Or
get a different IGL and have Nats play.
But the thing, Nats doesn't want to do that though. Nats wants IGL, and he said this a million times. He wants to be the caller on the team. So see, you get Nats.
All right.
I think we go Vitality now.
Yeah. Well, does Lucas have any thoughts? I just want to. I'm curious if you have Liquid as a winner or a loser.
I think I have them as losers.
Okay.
Not because I think
like
the players are bad.
Yeah.
It's just like they fuck up
roles.
Like, there's too many question marks right now.
And then Vitality are in winners based on their Masters run. Like I know some people think it's fraudulent, but I really don't think there's too much to discuss here.
It's not fraudulent. Look at. What do you mean it's fraudulent? They beat Foot, Team Heretics, PaperX, Foot, Leviathan, and they lost to Leviathan, sorry, and PaperX. But they literally played hard teams that whole run.
Yes, but the people's points were that they beat only EMEA teams, which is just.
So?
Yeah, I disagree that it's fraudulent. It might be like a little less than like a normal top 4 placement, but it's still a really good run.
I mean, you gotta look. They beat Team Heretics, who are the best in Europe, and they beat Foot, who are an insane run. Like they're playing good.
I think it's a stupid narrative. Like I think anybody going out of their way to flame Vitality for it is just kind of dumb. But I did just want it. Like it was kind of something that people.
They also got crushed by Left, but they took PaperX to map 3. Like I think they did great.
That game wasn't really a 3-mapper. It was kind of just like a blip in the radar on Split for PaperX, and then they just destroyed the rest of the maps. I think, but still, like it's not bad. So we'll move on.
Yeah.
Do power rankings now. I'm okay spilling over a little bit into the US game, but I would let's try to make it fast. Okay, so we'll start here. I think we'll do some of the obvious ones. I think Vitality and S is pretty obvious. I think for EMEA, it kind of changes a little bit. Like, I think your ideal teams to win, Vitality, Foot, are S tier.
Just because we don't know if how they're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Like form-wise? Okay, that's fair. I think top
Fnatic
teams...
because they're always
I'm
gonna slide people like into spots where maybe they like we should generally think they are. Like probably this is probably your top like kind of area. Like
I think Liquid,
and then I think Heretics should also be in this grouping, and then we can kind of move these guys around. I think BBL we'll kind of do this. This.
I think Giants
Yeah.
are in C. I think Giants move up.
I think we're all
I
going to
just-
disagree with you on that. I think all of us would have Giants at the bottom.
I just think Pacific is just so much worse than Giants. I think Giants.
Well,
are
I don't think that's insane, but I think I would probably have this. I don't know what we think here.
I think most of
Lucas?
it's fine. I think Carmine Corp Navi should be B and Fnatic should go S.
Yeah, I want Carmen on B.
I would agree with that.
I want BBL or Mates on B also, but I don't know.
I think BBL's fair.
I think taking into account EMEA, I think you could even just say like this. I think there's so many teams in EMEA that are so close together. It's hard to like.
Better than Pacific.
I disagree.
I think Giants are better than Pacific too.
Adba?
I just think the player's more consistent.
I have no idea, to be honest.
I'll put him above. Like Adba doesn't have any thoughts. You guys both want it like that way, but that's our D tier.
I think keep Eternal Fire and Mates in C just because they're a little inconsistent compared to BBL and Carmine Corp in my opinion.
Well, Carmine Corp hasn't shown anything in actual matches. That's my only issue.
Corp, I think has a higher coach now. Like they have a whole new coaching staff, and I think ETR is making a roster that's not the best, and Mates are also just not.
What if we did this, and then this?
I think you knock Liquid. I think you keep Heretics in A just because they're good regionally. And
in EMEA, yeah, that's fair. Because I think we'll have that conversation with G2 later. But would we be fine with this and then like reordering some of the tiers here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe you could argue with some of these guys to move up, but we'll kind of do that. We'll argue about C tier first.
I think KC and BBL.
Yeah, I agree.
KC, BBL, Mates, Eternal Fire.
Yeah.
I think especially like if Eternal Fire lose Izzy, even if they bring in Comeback here, I think that's a downgrade. Mates, I think they've made downgrades roles wise. Roster wise, I think maybe they're better. Yeah, and coaching. BBL, if they get Comeback, I think they're probably here. If they don't get Comeback and they don't and if they keep maybe the same roster, they're down here. I think realistically. And then Carmine Corp should be better. We think Navi, Liquid. I would have Navi over Liquid personally.
I think Liquid's over just because I think Liquid has shown regionally they're more competitive.
I think
they'll still be good no matter what.
I think the one thing we didn't talk about with Navi, like their changes, is I do think Chloric, like at the beginning of the split, he was awesome. Both calling and individually, like the first couple games, he was insane. But once the Navi roster kind of like started kind of to get changed up and like things down the stretch, he was really bad in both forms. Like I think especially the attack side calling was really rough. So I think that gives you some questions, and I think that maybe means Liquid's floor is higher. But I think Navi's ceiling is much, much higher than Liquid's.
My only thing with it is, like, I think consistency is the problem with both of them. I think Liquid has brought Kicks and Trex for both. Like, there might not be all-stars, but they're consistently, they do put up decent numbers.
That's
and Navi,
fair.
You're kind of relying on Seavoff to, like, Seavoff's at times been kind of shaky.
But also, like, you're going to have Hero and Ruxic are just going to be more consistent than any of the players on Liquid.
I mean, it's the problem. It's the same thing I've said. Like, you can have 5 solid players go against 2 all-stars. The 5 solid players are going to beat the 2 all-stars every time.
Yeah, but I think Seavoff, I think there's a good argument to be made that Seavoff would be better than Trex. Like, if you want to make that comparison, or Kicks, like, roles-wise.
I just don't think that Seavoff, I'm more about Seavoff being consistent. I think Hero and Ruxic are all-stars, obviously.
Yeah.
But my thing is, Chloric's obviously kind of struggled. So I think Chloric we also are concerned with, and I think
Chloric might land somewhere between where like he was in like the beginning of the split and the end of the split, and kind of settle in as like a solid player. But I think adba, you can take this to a coin flip if you think Liquid should be above. Otherwise, otherwise we're landing on this. And then A tier, I would be fine with this being the order in A tier.
I think that's good.
I don't think
above Foot, just because Heretics are better regionally than Foot.
I think Foot improved quite a bit at Masters, and I think should be better regionally now. Like I think Heretics are in serious danger of missing out on champs. If I think it's very likely that one of these B or C tier teams end up above them at the end of the split, and I don't really feel that way about Foot. Which actually, like Lucas, I don't know how you would feel having them top of B. Heretics. Where would you have them here?
I'm usually fine with M&A because, like, the Heretics are going to be good regionally.
Yeah.
But, like, I think you're right. I think it's so, like, it could just go and have Navi, Liquid, or even KC in champs over Heretics.
Adba, any thoughts on that?
Fine with me.
All right. So I think this will be our final power ranking for EMEA. I honestly think like these C tier teams really have a chance. Like I think two of them will be at least B tier.
They're good. They're good. Like I think EMEA has actually like improved a lot.
No, I disagree. I think the seeming depth in this region is mostly just going to be like because the other like the top teams aren't that good compared to other regions.
Casey's about to show the world they're the best team in Europe.
But I mean that's even possible. Like I don't think that's insane.
Not even Europe. They're gonna be the top 3 in the world because EMEA is better than APAC and China.
Oh no, they're not, man. They're not.
In America, in my opinion, I think also APAC, EMEA is the best region.
Okay, I'm ending the fucking. We're ending the EMEA segment. It's so over. It's so over. But yeah, thank you, Ivan, for coming on for these. We're gonna be swapping Ivan out for Chris for the America segment coming up, which I think we're gonna watch the US game and then we'll record the part with Chris.
Yeah.
So let's go. They're getting eliminated today.
GG. All right. But yeah, thank you, Ivan, for hopping on. Do you have anything that you are doing right now and you want to promote at all? Or anything?
I might be in China. Just watch out.
All right. We will be tweeting Ivan's Twitter will be linked below. Go follow him if you don't already.
Please go to China. Please go to China.
We need Ivan to save China. All right.
Yeah, and we'll go to China, bro.
We'll get Chris in here.
Go.
All right, now on to Americas, where we have Chris in here now instead of Ivan and Adba. We're recording this the next day, and Adba was not able to record today, so it's just me, Chris, and Lucas for this Americas segment, which should be very fun, I think, overall. So we're going to do the same winners and losers thing that we did for the other two regions in this video, in Pacific and EMEA, and we'll start with Envy, where this is Lucas's GOAT's team. This is Kesnit's team. So we'll let Lucas start talking about Envy.
Right. This is like, I don't think Envy is going to be like a top 4 team. Like, but this is one of the greatest upgrades they could make just because they kick Pop in an extra.
I agree. I would have them in winners.
There's like clear winners. Like I don't even think like they could speak like bottom feeders tier 2 teams and it will be an upgrade.
Yeah, they have like, Knights now. They have like actual players. They actually like.
Knights
they're gonna play comps that they want to win with.
I know you, Wilkin, are not like that high on Knights. I am.
I'm not high on either of the pickups that they made, but they're easy winners for me. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Glyph. I think he did like. I mean, he was good on kickoff. He wasn't great on Santiago.
I'm pretty high on Knights, bro. He was like amazing.
Yeah, Knights was amazing on Cuber. Like,
he was
I actually
so good on Cubert.
Yeah, I actually want like Knights to be. I am kind of worried, like thinking like, oh wait, they're still having announced Knights. Like, what's happened? Maybe like they ended up like not picking it up for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going with Knights.
Which still, I think overall, like I have some questions about how they're going to fit their roles together necessarily with this roster, but we'll kind of talk about that later with how like they have enough coverage, like they have enough good players that can play enough stuff that it'll end up working out for them most likely, unless they full troll, which to be fair, teams with Demon 1 on it have trolled their roles quite a bit in the past.
Yeah, I need Demon 1. Like I remember, it was like Demon 1's wife. I was watching a stream of her.
Yeah.
And she was saying like, oh no, like the thing is, Max is a fucking shot. Like he doesn't like what the team is doing, and he doesn't say anything. No, not talking about Envy. Probably talking about Left.
Or was it NRG? I sort of I remember.
NRG. One of those two. So like, bro, if you want to play Jet, just say it. I don't care. Kenny can play another duelist. Kenny can play another. I don't care. You play Jet. You are.
He's played Cypher.
Yeah, like I need this team to not be afraid to say what they want to play.
Yeah.
And actually be comfortable with. I don't even care. Like play like a stupid fucking comp. If they're comfortable, they're going to shoot like through almost every team.
I don't know. Well, I think we'll talk more about like specifics with them, but in terms of like the power ranking stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think they're clear winners. They made upgrades across the board on their roster. I mean, even if they were playing 3v5 without popping an Exer, this might be winners, low key.
Yeah, they're getting more orbs. Like that's good for them.
Exactly. All right. Now on to 100 Thieves, who
Your team?
Yeah, I am the resident 100 Thieves fan on this podcast, the resident Asuna fan. I would have them in losers, personally. Not because I think even, like, anything about them is going to get worse. Like, I think they're going to be about the exact same team. But I do think they kind of peaked in Stage 1. And I think a lot of Americas is just going to catch up to them. They were kind of like a 50-50 neutral team for me. But I ended up having them in losers because of that. I don't know what you guys think.
Even if they don't get worse, particularly, I think a lot of teams got better.
Better, yeah.
Yeah, and catching up to them, like they don't want to be catch up because they're not a team that you see 100 teams. Oh, they're going to champs. Like they need to fight for that. And if they are catching up to you, you are losing. Not losing the games, but you're losing as in Americas as a whole.
I don't know. If you start out ahead, I think it's fine. But like, yeah, like overall, I'm assuming you guys agree though. 100 Thieves and losers. I don't know what you guys had personally.
I mean, you can just kick Asuna, but like they didn't, so it's fine.
I mean, that doesn't factor in. Their roster's fine. That's not even a question for me. With their roster, they're not going to make any roster changes. Part of me wishes. I mean, maybe Timatino gets better. Maybe Vora keeps getting better. Those guys on their rookie years and stuff like that. Asuna plays the same way he did in Stage 1. Bang plays how he did outside of the final playoff game, and Cryo stopped baiting. But I mean, he hasn't been baiting as much this year. He's actually been doing pretty well on his Sentinel role. So overall,
I'm kind of high on Timotino. I think he's going to be like a lot better. I don't know. It's just
honestly, this team just needs to get better at using their ults, which we'll talk about. I think a bit more specifically later. But like that is probably the one true weakness that they can genuinely improve on, because like the roster, I don't think any of the players are going to necessarily peak too much higher than they did in Stage 1, which is how they end up in losers. Then Lev, we're going to go into winners. Chris, if you want to, talk about them. I mean, we've talked about them on past episodes, and we're going to talk about them in the power rankings. I don't really think we need to go too much into this, but I'll let you glaze a little bit.
It's the perfect team, bro. What more can be said, bro? Perfect team.
Yeah.
London MVP is the greatest to ever touch the game. The Messi of Valorant, one would say.
Yep.
Was also Argentinian.
True. Actually, the Messi of Valorant.
Yeah.
No, Messi is the neon of soccer.
All right.
Don't call it
football.
It's soccer. I call it soccer.
Stop chatting. Okay.
Move on to Sentinels. We don't really need to talk about Lev too much until the power rankings. I don't think we already took a whole podcast talking about their run at Masters London. They're going in winners because of that run at Masters London. The neon nerf won't affect them. All that it
didn't affect them already.
It didn't.
Yeah, it didn't exactly.
like it doesn't matter. Like
then Sentinels. I think this is one that's another kind of 50-50 for me. I think
they've had time to mesh.
I would imagine you guys both have them as winners. I have them as losers, though, because I don't see them getting too much better than they were at the end of the split. Like, is Cortezia really going to play in the same form that he did in those games that they won? Like, the games that they won, he was hard carrying that team. And do you expect like John to play a ton better? Do you expect?
I expect Jerwin to play a lot better.
Yeah, I do expect Jerwin to play a lot better.
The thing is, I think Jerwin will keep playing about the same level and like prove himself to be like a pretty solid duelist in Americas, but I don't think he's going to be that guy that's going to take over games for you. I think Redux, if you're looking for a guy that's going to improve and make this team better by improving to next split, to me it's Redux. I don't know. This team's just kind of weird to me. I just don't believe in them. Is really the whole reason I have them in losers.
I think just like thinking, okay, is Redux going to get better? I think Redux has been like getting better since like last year.
Every time he plays, he's better.
Yeah,
and I think Jerwin, I think, is going to be better. I just need Jonah P to get more comfortable in his new role, because like he's not like the same role he was used to playing in G2. So if he gets a little bit more comfortable and just the patch change, I don't know. But also, I don't know.
you continue with
I'm
your
also
point.
just like assuming that because they've played longer, that they're going to mesh.
Yeah,
more.
I get all the reasoning for having them in winners, but I also think Jerwin is just like,
Okay, but even if you don't think they're like going to get that much better, you can agree they're getting a
They're
little bit
getting
better.
better. Yeah.
yeah, but I also think 100 Thieves is going to get a bit better, not much
Yeah,
better.
but I'm a hater.
Like, I mean, I don't think any of these teams are necessarily going to be worse than they were in Stage 1 outside of a couple of examples, but I think you got to have some losers in here, and I think Sentinels would be mine. But if you guys both have them in winners, then I'm outvoted,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I can really do about that.
I want to say a quick. It's so hard for me to think any of these teams are losers, except like one.
There's a few clear
Which
ones to me.
Which one?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Wait, that.
Yeah, there's some obvious ones. So C9 is next. I have them in winners pretty easily. They're very
I also
obvious,
have them in
obviously
winners.
winners to me. Zeppa
Are we
out,
counting-
Fireball ops in.
Are we
Like-
counting like the Note Jack pickups?
I think you can count it in the sense that they get more time, which
Yeah.
I think is still
That's what I
winners.
counted. That's what I counted for Jerwin for.
Yeah, counting or not counting, Jackin, no.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa!
I mean,
whoa,
I've
whoa, what
even
do
said
you-
something worse in the previous
Get
parts.
down, Wilk!
And said
He
something
did-
worse
he
in the
did-
previous
He
part.
did say, yeah, he did say something worse. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this
I mean,
team
yeah,
roster-wise
yeah.
got better. I don't think they were super reliant on the previous meta, and it's not like they went to London and were terrible, like,
Yeah.
or anything. Like they didn't even go to London. So
No, these are really probably the best controller in Tier 2 Americas for like a while already.
I think it's him
I
or
think-
Spaz, but yeah.
Yeah, and okay, like I love Big, so I'm a little bit sad he's gone, but like
Yeah, but that does. I don't think that factors in at all. It's
Yeah.
just those guys improving to me.
Sepa. I mean, Sepa was actually like not
No.
like, the biggest. No, I'm not
Oh.
saying he was good, but he was like actually like doing his job.
No,
He was.
Whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa.
This was actually
guess
one
I
of his
think
worst splits, in my opinion.
No. What? You just say that because he doesn't have the farm FNS game.
I
He
mean,
didn't have that game, okay,
true.
played-
So he didn't have a good game.
He
Like-
did have good games though.
When? What game? I'm assuming you're
So-
looking it up on VLR right now.
No,
What?
no. I'm trying to think about that. Maybe
I'll
like,
look.
just,
I'll
like-
look for you. So against Lev, he was bad. Against Envy,
I mean,
he was bad.
They just won versus MIVR.
Against MIBR, he wasn't
And
really that
against
good in that
MIBR,
game.
He wasn't that good.
Against
Okay,
Loud,
no,
he was
I'm
awful
telling-
in that
I'm
game.
telling. Okay, no, yeah. No, this is like a clear winner. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't even like saying that they were.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. But yeah, they're clear
Yeah,
winners,
but-
and we'll talk about more like our expectations for this team in the power rankings part.
Yeah.
Then Loud, I think they're also another clear winner. Very similar situation to Envy, but honestly, like less extreme.
Okay. My main probably main issue is that I thought Kawansin towards the end was like picking himself up
Yeah,
a
I
little
agree.
bit. And I don't know a lot about DVH. I don't know how to say
WH, yeah.
his name.
David?
It's
David.
David. I don't know. I don't know enough about him. So you could argue that maybe if Kawansin like continue to keep himself up, he could be like the 2023 Kawansin that we all know and love.
Yeah,
But like you give him a lot of time to be that, and he didn't.
And he didn't
perform.
deliver. He didn't
Yeah.
deliver.
So like you have to like just give out your spot. It's fine.
also
Who
like
else are they getting
And
TK's in.
for
Hey,
Birdie?
take
For
a seat
Verdi.
from
Yeah,
Kawansin.
I honestly think they could have replaced me with Cow and Zine, and since they got TK's in
Whoa.
for Verdi, they're already winners.
The casino is I've been a lot fucking high on Tiki Sin. Wilkin hates him for some reason. but
I had him in the prospect like category in my player rankings, where we don't know what we're gonna see from him. He's not on the level of guys like fucking Mata coming out of tier 2 or whatever,
I mean,
or Redux,
could be.
or
Redux.
yeah, he could be, but we don't like. We didn't see it in tier 2. Is my point.
Guess what? We'll find out, bro.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's just kind of
Yeah.
a wait and see spot, not a I think he
Yeah, but,
sucks
like,
spot.
Even if he's not like the best duelist, like
He'll be better than
Verdi.
Verdi. He'll be better than yeah. He will be better than Verdi.
Lucas is better than Verdi. Everybody in the comments is better than Verdi.
I mean, Verdi's in the
grandmother
wait,
who's never even touched a computer is better than
wait,
Verdi.
wait, Chris. Verdi's in the comments, so is he better than Verdi
Verdi in the comments might be better than Verdi
in the
who was
server?
playing on stage.
All right. Anyways, we'll move on to MIBR and we'll talk about again. Like I think Loud and C9 are probably the like two bigger, or I like Envy, Cloud9, Loud stuff. Like where those are probably your biggest winners, and it's kind of just like where your actual expectations are for the team now that they have made these upgrades.
MIBR.
Where do you guys have them? I am curious because this was one that I kind of bounced back and forth on.
Yeah, so I used to have them in losers, but after like what I was talking today, to give
their changes with Mazzino IGLing.
People were thinking about Mazzino being the IGL and Verno like actually being able to play the game and not shot.
Yeah.
So if that happens, I don't think Mazzino is going to be like best IGL of all time, but he cannot be worse than fucking Verno. Verno was by far the worst IGL in this split.
Yep.
So if they're like if they maintain if that is a real change and they maintain it, I'm fine with this team and keep it in winners. But I cannot say they're going to be winners because I don't know if that's true. I just don't know. I don't know what to say.
Because I know they're bringing in, I think, Basic.
That's Furia.
Oh, that's Furia, right? Fuck, I always confuse those two teams for some reason.
MIBR is the team with Zekton and Aspas.
Yeah. Okay.
But where do you have them?
Who's gonna IGL according?
Potentially, yes.
Yeah. So
I have them in winners.
I had them in losers until you guys told me that. Or in losers until you guys told me that.
They were a team that was really 50-50 for me, and I just ended up putting them in winners based on them having time off to actually gel with this 5. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a weird one where they can kind of go either way. Do you want to put them in losers because we had so many in winners, or do you want to revisit after?
The thing is, yeah, we can revisit. Like we can like talk about. Okay, let's like.
Okay. Then we have Furia.
Furia,
who to me are by far the clearest loser in any region.
Yep.
Especially with the fact that they were already falling off in stage 1 from where they were in kickoff. They didn't replace the players that I think they should have replaced, or at least one of the players that I think they should have replaced, and they ended up cutting a guy that was pretty good for them in a limb. Yeah, and then the players that they picked up kind of make their roles a little bit wonky. So, I don't know. Like, they bring in Basic and Shy to replace a limb and Nerve. I think the Nerve for Shy swap makes sense. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I don't know why they got rid of a limb though.
But a limb leaving is a little wonky.
A limb was like one of the
staying to me is weird.
Carrying some of their games too,
especially early on. Yeah, but like I mean, it was mostly EU in art scene. I would say.
My problem, I don't remember like a game of Koala Noob. I like Koala Noob.
Yeah.
I don't remember a game of Koala Noob when he was like hard carrying on duelists. When he was actually like the best. Like duelist in the world, like Omen in the world, I don't care. He was actually
he was one of the best Omens in the world. I would have like Kiko over him and some other guys. But...
And then like you had
Artscene.
What I was going to say, Artscene is like what he's going to play because he was like the guy that like the Senti guy, and now you have Chai.
But I think he'll play Smokes, and that should be fine. I wouldn't be mad with that.
Still, I don't know, bro. I'm not the biggest like Arsene guy that I want him to play Smokes because he was actually really good like on Viper and stuff like that.
He was also he was playing like Vice Killjoy stuff, and Nerve was playing the Viper for them. Yeah. And then also like Arsene was playing Smokes on Abyss at kickoff and was fucking incredible at it. And I swear he played another map or two of Smokes as well. He might have even played it on Split when they were like by far the best Split team in the world at kickoff. Let me check that while you guys continue talking about them. But, I mean, what do you guys think of Basic? Because we haven't really gotten to see him on the international stage at all. Or not in the America stage at all, really.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, you've never heard of Basic? Really?
No.
So he got picked up on Furia for stage 2 last year. And he had visa issues and never got to play for that team in stage 2.
What?
Yeah. And then they brought in this new roster, did really well, so they weren't going to bring him in or anything after kickoff. And now that they're making roster changes, Yes,
entire
they've had
time.
him on the roster the entire time, and he has not played since joining.
Yeah, Basic was on Furia since July 2025.
And yeah, Artsine was playing Omen on Split for this team.
He has
As well.
been he was getting paid for being watching the scrims.
So
He was getting
he's a big wild card to this. I think if Basic is really good, he can play double duelist stuff. I think they might even end up in winners overall with these roster changes. But Koala needs to get back to form. He has to be elite for this team. And then
I don't
think
believe this team is going to be bad.
I
don't believe I don't know. It's so weird. This team is so weird because I just don't know what to expect. There's so many question marks.
There's too many question marks for them all to work out for this team, and also Americas is too stacked as a region for them to make downgrades to their roster, in my opinion. While
And still come out on top.
Yeah, and still be better than they were in stage 1 when they didn't win a playoff game. They just have to go in losers for me.
Yeah.
Is that where you had them, Lucas?
Huh?
Is that where you had them? Did you have them in losers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just even though I'm a big Chai fan, there's too many question marks interested to me.
Yeah.
100%,
Also had them in losers.
Yeah.
And then G2. I think they're also a pretty clear loser on this list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of their London performance.
They're going in a downward spiral for some reason.
Oh, who could have expected this?
Not you.
Who could have called this? No, it's almost like I made an entire video on my channel talking about how G2 last year and teams previously have made it deep at points in tournaments into top fours and stuff, and then not all the time do they get back and play well after that. One of the only examples is EG, even without making roster changes. G2, they made the final at Bangkok last year. They got worse at Toronto. They got top 4, and they got worse at Champs, getting 8th. Then G2 got top 4 at Masters Bangkok, and I'm like, guys, they're just going to fall off again. It's the same thing again. And then they do worse at Masters London.
They have so many good pieces.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe they should have had an actual other duelist player instead of Baby Bay.
I'm not blaming Baby Bay.
Maybe not for their London performance, but he was not the biggest issue.
I'm not blaming him. If you want to blame someone, you have to
Josh RT.
blame. I'm not naming names, bro. I love everyone on this team.
Josh RT, Baby Bay, Valen, Trent, Jogamo, all of them except for Leaf. I'll name all the names. I'll name all the names.
Why did you not name Leaf? What the fuck?
He was fine. I thought he was clearly their best player at London. Yo, Lucas.
Yeah, sorry. What happened?
You're not real. You're not a real human.
No. Sorry.
Leaf was clearly their best player at London.
He was.
Yeah.
He wasn't, brother. He wasn't.
Who was better than him?
W number 1 on your list, Lucas.
Yep. W number 1 power ranking.
I mean, he's a GOAT,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Go to another team, bro.
All right. We'll move on. We'll talk about their expectations for stage 1 in a bit. Now on to crew. Where did you have them, Chris? Because I think I know where Lucas has them. And I obviously know where I have them. And I feel good about Evan. Did you end up picking a specific spot?
Huh. Did I end up picking a specific spot? I ended up going with winners.
Okay. I ended up going with losers. I know Lucas went with winners. Because he likes the heat pickup. I'm assuming, right?
I think Heat is overall a better player than Silence.
Yep. I agree with that. I actually don't disagree with your analysis of that. It's the Neon nerf.
I think, yeah.
They're just losers based on that.
Even if you go there and Heat is actually really good and he can play what he's good at, he can play some double duels with Dante, he can play some set. Can be better on Senti on
yeah, I think if he's playing not Senti every map and just an occasional Lotus Vice or something
maybe
like that would be good.
Some champ out of him. I remember he was really good.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's gonna be really fun. I think that'll be really fun. I still have them in losers, but that would be insane.
I mean, we still, we haven't seen Dante play the Neon.
The Nerf Neon?
Post nerf?
We haven't seen him play post nerf Neon. We haven't seen him play any other duelist to a high level at a tier 1 level.
So like he might be good on the nerf Neon like Spike Scene, because like even though like Lep was clearly the better team, Dante and Spike Scene weren't really in Americas. Spike Scene was a lot better on London. But in Americas, they were like kind of at the same level, so I don't know. Maybe he could be good. We need to see it. So with that question mark, and I believe in Hit. That's not my problem. The other thing is, I don't believe Sadak is going to maintain the "I'm the best player in the world" performance he was doing on the stage, in group stage.
It's almost like I was maybe saying that that's a possibility at the beginning of the split, and everybody was telling me, no, you have to have him above whoever else in smokes. He has to be number 1.
He was number 1. He was the best in his group stage.
Yeah, in the group stage. Not the best player overall.
Yeah, but like it wasn't his fault. He's on crew. Crew is awful in playoff. Like it's not his fault.
It's also almost like I was telling you that and you kept telling me I was wrong.
My God. Just continue, bro. I think we're like
did you have them in losers, Lucas?
No, I talked myself into.
You talked yourself into putting them in losers?
Yeah.
Okay. Would Chris like to convince him to put him in winners? I know you were very neutral on it. I'm pretty convinced in losers, though. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty neutral on it.
Okay.
I don't think
so we can go losers.
Well, actually,
I mean, to be fair,
I'm low-key fine with them being in losers.
It is Champs Qual's crew.
Like you guys might have like swayed me a little bit.
You say like, oh, they're like they're going to qualify to Champs crew, but like that chips has sold, bro. They didn't qualify last year.
Yeah, that's true, but they're also like better in stage 2 just in general. But it's an entirely different roster, so it's like, who cares?
Keep them in losers, bro.
Yeah. Then NRG. I think this might be
losers.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Lucas.
Wait! I want to hear why does he?
Wow, that is. I'm shocked.
I had them in losers, bro.
Why?
Bro, I just feel like I don't know, bro. They've like kind of fell off a little bit. I still think they're better than G2, but I think in terms of like just their London performance in comparison to like them playing in like stage 1, I feel like they just like fell off a little bit.
I agree with you with all those points. I just
like we just like we're there, but we can't get to the next part, bro. Like we're right at like the fucking finish line, and we just like we're falling short.
I mean, they need some back, bro.
I'm just not as down on their London performance maybe as you guys are. It was very disappointing their placement.
I was coping. I was saying, oh, bro, like the draw goes any other way, and NRG are on playoff. I was scoping so hard for this team.
Yeah,
but like
I just think we're a little lost. Right now,
it is cope like objectively to say if the draw goes a different way. Like the result is still disappointing. And I think the team, like, how they played in the server is a little disappointing. They weren't as, like, methodical and, like, aware of things as they were before. I just think coming into, like, with the patch changes, not the Neon changes, the patch changes with the Initiator buffs, the Sentinel buffs, stuff like that, I think that's really going to help this team. The time off is going to really help them. I think Scuba, like, I would be shocked if Scuba is playing in the form that he was in stage 1 in London.
I mean, yeah, Scuba has been
and
like
same with
kind of weak all year. He was good on Santiago, but on
and
kickoff,
I
think,
the kickoff he was.
I just need him. I need him to like. I don't even need him to be like the fucking 2025 champ Scuba.
Yeah, he just needs to be good.
Yeah, good enough. Like I need him to be good enough. You have good pieces. Mother, I think, has been like really down, and we haven't.
Yeah, he's been arguably worse than Scuba, or I'd say more disappointing than Scuba.
Yeah.
In stage 1 overall.
Yeah, I think overall I'm just disappointed with the boys. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think Ethan, Brock, Kiko are all doing their jobs to a decent degree.
I was talking to Mata. I was like, bro, we got to do better, bro. We got to do better.
Okay.
We all have to.
But I think overall that lands them in winners for me. I don't know about you guys. If you guys have them in losers, I'm not gonna argue with that
Shout
really
out
at
to
all.
my boy Adam, bro.
Could be Adam.
Well, I need to be the one to decide then.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I feel good about this team in stage 2.
Okay. What I'm saying, like for now, they're in losers, but they're like
I think
they're
going
gonna
to
bounce
qualify
back.
to champs.
They're gonna bounce
but I
back.
still think they're losers right now.
Okay.
I think as
But
of
I
now
think
they're
they're-
losers,
yeah.
but they're going to bounce back. It's NRG.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
I believe in
squad.
the bounce back.
You know how high their highs are, but we just like we can't get the highs right now, and that's okay, bro. Sometimes there'll be lows, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to look up in order to appreciate being at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The biggest fucking issue is that you will say like, oh, but they just need to like rest a little bit, like get back in form.
But
like,
they're playing in
Rock-
BWC.
Yeah, but Bunker was talking about like we're actually so fucking tired. We went from champs to kickoff to Santiago to stage 1 to stage 1 to London. We haven't been resting, and they're not resting right now. So that's a little bit
Yeah,
like
they're still playing
concerning for me.
EWC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Maybe you just like throw, and you just don't qualify to the next Masters.
pretty. Oh no, they did call the playoffs at EWC. So I don't know. Like I don't think it's like they're like I honestly think they're probably the lowest loser outside of 100 Thieves. I think 100 Thieves lost less. Like it'd probably be like this. I would say 100 Thieves
Yeah,
are
but the thing is, like,
less of a loser than Energy, but still.
we're talking about 100 teams, like they're probably going to be better, but like compared to another, like that's the thing. I don't think like 100 teams on Energy are going to be bad, but they're just losers for some reason.
They're just losers right now, bro.
Yeah. All right. We'll
It's
move
okay
on to
be a
EG
loser,
though.
bro.
GG. I'm curious where you guys have them because I think this was a bit of a weird one for me as well. I could have them go either way. I would imagine, yeah, for EG.
I could also have them go either way.
I have them on winners. I think
You have
they're
them on
winners.
winners?
I think
Get Digizane on.
yeah,
Jet?
you have
Digizane.
a real like the scene for some reason didn't have his one split wonder, and he was good on kickoff. He was good on split one. So
He was fine
He might
for
be.
both
He
splits.
might be. He might be like yeah, but like it's better
Might
to
be-
be fine. both
Yes,
splits
yes,
than be,
exactly.
Like,
Than to be
might be
one
warming
split
up.
and shit.
You
One
might be
Yeah,
warming
like
up for this split, bro. This
yeah,
might be his split.
this might be his split, and I mean,
I just
Com
refuse to believe in the rest
really-
of the roster.
Com was really disappointing, even though like he wasn't like a player that I really like enjoyed
Yeah,
saying like oh
He was
he's going
just
to be-
so bad.
yeah he was so bad. And Okeano was even more disappointing after the split he has with
Yeah,
Leviathan.
I agree.
Like I don't know why they didn't they didn't like focus on what made Okeanos great on Leviathan Split 2 2025.
Yeah.
They just didn't. He was bad.
Who's Verona?
It's
We have
Serona
Pancakes
and who's
Pancakes.
I mean, I think
They're
Serona and
not-
Pancakes could be pretty good.
yeah,
I really do.
I think they'll be good.
I don't
think-
believe like they weren't like these players that everyone was talking about in tier 2. They're probably going to be better than Com and Okeanos. But there's a big fucking issue in that team, and we all know who he is, bro.
Address me.
Superman.
What the fuck is he still doing in this team? Like, there's
I
no
don't get it.
like,
For the vibes, bro.
bro. I was actually the biggest Superman in fan in 2024, and then he was in 2025. Oh, like yeah, I'm still got it, bro. Like he's actually like doing something.
Not
and
And
for
now
me.
he's a skeleton.
Yeah,
He was
and it's
bad
just
the
like
entire
perfect.
time. This is not anything
no-
different for Superman.
like he gets like that one Super Saiyan map. That
Yeah,
has,
I think it was
he
the
gets,
crew
like,
game.
There was an Abyss game. I don't know if it was last year or this year.
No, he was.
But he was,
I
like-
thought there was the Abyss game where he was dog shit. That's what I was
No, but
remembering.
he had one
But
on
the crew game, he
He
was
was really
terrible.
fucking good.
Oh my
He
god.
had,
That was
like,
a 10, I think.
There's this map where he gets 35 fucking kills and 2 deaths, and he's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
And then
Pretty
he's
sure
back
it was
like
himself, bro.
a 0.4 KD.
Yeah, it was Haven against Crew that he.
That's
went
what it
crazy.
was, it was Haven.
or not against Crew. It was against Furia. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ah,
so
I was
like,
that game against Furia.
so hopefully he can be good. If he's not,
I think
Nothing
even
to
if
do
like
with.
you have them as one of the lowest rated teams, which I think we will, I think they're still winners just based on patch changes, roster changes, like the team getting kind of more gelled
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
having the time off kind of thing. I think that'll overall be beneficial for them, and that'll slot them into winners. But now we will move on to our power rankings. Now onto our power rankings for Americas. And I think we should start with some of the obvious things like we did in EMEA. I think Lev should go up in the S tier. I think they're very clear contender to win the region.
I genuinely think they're the only team in America that should be an S.
I disagree with that, but we'll get to that later.
I kinda agree, actually. Like, hold on. Okay.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, true. Continue.
And I don't think anything else is too obvious. I would say EG should be 12. But
EG should be that? I'd be down for that, yeah.
But I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have them at 12?
I have to check.
I didn't have them on 12 because I
Don't say who. Don't say who. Don't tell me.
I didn't have
anyone in 12. That's the thing.
What? What do you mean you didn't have anybody at 12?
I didn't. I'm doing my power ranking right now, Wilkin.
Jesus Christ! Actually, so unprepared, man.
I had them bottom 4.
Yeah, you know what I was.
4?
Yeah.
Bottom 4.
Yeah, I think they're one of the worst teams in Americas.
Okay.
So, like,
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll put them at the bottom.
Put it in the.
Oh, sorry, bottom 3.
Well, I think you're a little crazy for having them even over 2 teams. I think there's one team maybe you could make an argument for, but I think we'll go in order. Is Envy one of the teams you had them over?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, I know Lucas is going to disagree with that, and I think I would as well. I would probably have them in C tier.
Wait, who?
Envy.
No, they're at least C tier. Yeah.
They are C tier. They are probably the most C tier team of all time.
No,
I think they had a solid core 3 in Kesnet, Rossi, and Demon 1, who all played decently at different points. I think they also all had bad games.
You say Rossi is kind of good, they kill you on Twitter for some reason.
True. And then I think they picked up 2 kind of solid, nice players in Glyph and Knights. I
think Glyph is going to be a lot better. I don't know why. It's just a feeling.
I don't know. I think any of them individually could have pop-off games, but I think this team is going to be more of an upset team where, occasionally in a game, everything will click for them and they'll get, a nice win over a team. But I really don't think they're a team that's going to really contend to, win a playoff game. I think they can make playoffs. I don't think they're going to contend to win a playoff game.
Yeah, I think they're a playoff game.
Am I allowed to confess something?
What?
Yeah.
I completely forgot to check rosters before I did this.
Jesus, so you did you did power rankings based on end of London?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's fine.
Okay, I would probably
Okay. Yeah.
I'm down for this. Yeah.
Then 100 Thieves, I had them this A tier. Honestly, they're such an A tier team to me.
No, they're
I had them towards the top of B tier.
They're the most B tier team of all time. This is the B tier team.
I think they're such a B tier team internationally, but if we're just doing America's power rankings, I would have 100 Thieves in A.
No, my thing with 100 Thieves, it feels like if you want to go to champs,
actually,
you need
I think you're right.
Win against 100 Thieves.
So I did my power rankings. I just did it 1 through 12. I didn't tier it at all. Yeah. So I'm kind of just eyeballing that. But yeah, looking at some of the teams that I have below them, I think they all probably need to be in a tier together for me. But 100 Thieves, overall roster-wise, are pretty solid across the board. Yeah, again, Lucas, as you said, they're kind of just that gatekeeper team to where, I think there's going to be teams that pass them up.
Because you beat, you beat 100 Thieves, okay, you're in champs. You didn't beat them?
I mean, if 100 Thieves take a level up, maybe, but this team has never taken a level up. Ever.
Yeah, they had Asuna since 2021. Of course, they don't want to level up.
I mean, I've been holding that gate for a long time.
They took a level up in 2024 Stage 1, but that's the only time they've ever done.
Yeah, because Lucio was there.
Then Sentinels. I would also have them in C tier. I would have them in C tier. I don't think they're on the level of some of the teams.
I had them at the bottom of B, the very last of B.
What spot did you have them in? Number spot?
In B?
No, just overall on your list, 1 through 12.
Let me see. My list is fucked right now. because I shut it out.
Yeah.
But I have them 6, 7, I think.
7th? I had them 9th.
6, 7.
Lucas, where did you have them, and where would you have them? Like tier wise and number wise.
High C tier, low V tier. Like I need to somewhere like that.
What number?
If you have them 8th, we're putting them in C, or 8th or below. They're going in C.
I'm thinking who is worse than the Sentinels, so I can decide this.
I think there's 3 teams that are clearly worse than them.
EG is worse.
Yeah.
EG is worse.
Is Envy worse?
I think that's the most. It's going to be a 50-50.
Which is why I think they're both C tier. I really do.
Yeah. Is Loud worse than Sentinels? Probably. Yeah, no, okay. I'm fine with them. Like that. Put them there.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down for this. I had them at the very bottom of B tier.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
We got
and I think Sentinels is a team that can prove their way up as well as they show more stuff.
Yeah.
They have before.
Yeah.
Then C9, I would have them in B tier. I really, really, really believe in this roster. I think you could even have them higher than this. This might be we don't have Ivan here to give us the hard opinions on this team and or on certain teams that kind of take more risks.
I would say just some shit oh no, that team is actually fucking awful. Now this is the worst fucking scrim.
Oh, yeah, no. He might think C9 themselves are terrible. I'm just more saying giving a Gen G-esque take of having Gen G in A tier.
I mean, I that was my take.
Well, you both had the same take, yes.
Yeah.
But I personally would have C9 in top 6. I think they're a top half team. Which
this might
easily
be
puts them
actually
B tier.
fucking C9's time to change, bro.
I really like all the pieces on this team. You have... I actually don't think Ivan would hate this team, looking at it, because I think he probably, other than Zelsis, thinks every player on this list is good, around this team is good. Oxy, Jack, Note, Fireball Ops, unless he thinks one of Jack or Fireball Ops is the worst player ever for no reason. I don't know. I believe in this team. I believe in Oxy. I believe in every piece but Zelsis, really. And Zelsis should be good enough to get this team pretty far.
I'm looking at my power rankings, and I'm I'd probably have them 5th or 6th.
So B tier, I would have them below 100 Thieves, though.
Oh, that makes sense.
Lucas, where would you have them?
Yeah. I'm fine with this.
But where did you have them? I want to know where you had them.
Oh no, I have them B tier.
B tier?
I have them about 100 Thieves because I believe more in the pieces C9 has. But if you guys,
I believe in 100. I think realistically, there's a clear top 3 in Americas, and I think I would put everybody else below 100 Thieves. I would have 100 Thieves 4th, and then there would be I have a ton of.
What the fuck are you stupid?
Yeah. Oh my god, 100 Thieves definitely has never gotten 4th in Americas before, guys.
They're not for now.
Yeah, I think they're a clear 4, and every team below them has to prove their way above them. For
I
me,
got 5 teams above 100 teams. At least 5. I can convince one more.
No, I think 100 Thieves is going to be that gatekeeper team. The thing is, I have them 4th in my power rankings. I don't think that they're going to be that 4th team in champs, though. I think it will be one of the 4 teams I have below them. One of them being C9 in the B tier, but it'll just have to be we'll wait and see kind of thing with most of those teams. I think probably 2 of those teams are going to be bad, and 2 of them are going to be good, realistically. And one of those teams I had in that B tier is Loud. I don't know about you guys.
I was at them in B.
Lucas?
C9? Yeah.
Dude, Lucas,
No,
pay
Loud.
attention!
Loud.
We're recording a podcast. Listen to what we're saying.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus.
I actually chose it because okay, it's fine. Let me Loud.
Where would you have them? We both had them B.
Oh, I have them C. I have them C below
Why?
Sentinels and MB.
How?
Below who?
Sand and Envy.
Yeah.
Literally how?
believe-
You're the biggest TK Zen guy on the planet.
Yeah, Nerde.
Yeah, and Airday's awesome. Darker's awesome. Luke Show's
Yeah.
awesome. Where's the hole on this team other than Davi, who I don't think is going to be bad? And even if he is, they'll be B tier.
I don't trust the coach to like get this team over the line.
I mean, they outperformed their roster talent in stage 1.
Do you know him personally?
Not personally, but he was on tier 2 Latam.
I have a very hard time believing that Luke Show is going to play as bad as he did towards the end of stage 1. And I have a very hard time believing that like Airday's not going to get better, Darker's not going to get better, TK Zen's not going to be like significantly better than Verdi. The only question mark
him in the B, though?
I would have them below C9. I'm a little less confident in them than C9.
Really?
Because I think both teams have big holes. I think Zelsis is going to be fine enough. Like I think you can make an international with Zelsis being like your worst player. And I think he will be the worst player on C9 pretty clearly. Loud, I think Luke Show showed too many holes in his game during stage 1. I don't think he'll be as bad as he was in stage 1, but it wasn't like very good from him either. And I think there's just some more questions naturally with guys like TK Zen than I do have about guys like Jack and Note, personally.
You know what? Yeah, because like you're any bias. But like,
well, no, I mean I just like know more about those guys, just objectively. Like that's just how it is. Like I just know more about them, so I'm going to be more confident that they're going to be good. And also, Note is like the like a top 2 smokes prospect I've ever watched in tier 2.
Have you watched? No, I'm not going through. I mean, I cannot beat you guys. Like your god both have them be.
I don't understand how you have them below Sen and Envy.
Because they were like one of the worst teams of all time last split.
They were better than Sen and Envy last split. What are you saying?
No.
They literally were. They made playoffs.
They were not better than Sen.
Yes, they were. They were very clearly better than Sen. Sen had like one good player. Loud was like across the board playing pretty well outside of Birdie.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a chud. I might be a chud, but like it's fine.
Like, do you think Sentinels would have done better in the slot instead of Loud in playoffs?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, because Luxo was having the worst split of his life.
I guess. I don't know. I actually don't fully disagree with that, but I also think like this Loud team, I believe in the ceiling of this Loud team more than I do the ceiling of Sentinels and Envy. Yeah. Like I think maybe Sentinels has a higher floor. Like there's more of a chance that Loud is straight up bad. But I think there's a way higher chance that Loud actually like make a run to champs or something like that than Sentinels do.
Before we go to MAVR, can I say something?
Yeah.
The more I see, the more I want C9 over 100 tips. I mean,
it's up to Chris. I won't have that. That's not happening.
I think that if your worst player is Celsius, like you are like actually compared to like last split, you are actually in a good place. Celsius is the best player to have.
Lucas,
like, listen to me.
100 Thieves' worst player is 10 times the player Zelsis is.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that if you Celsius is the player that you want on your team when you need the worst player in your team. I don't know how to explain it. I think like
I get what you mean,
good,
but like
he's really good when he's not like having to do something.
Lucas, your argument for C9 over 100 Thieves cannot be Zelsis being good. It just can't be.
No, I actually say that he's going to be bad compared to.
So okay, your argument for C9 being better than 100 Thieves is that Zelsis is bad.
No, because what I'm saying is that the reason he's going to be bad is because all of his pieces got better. All of the players around him got better compared to Split 1.
Yeah, but also he's the guy that's going to be like setting them up, and if he's bad in those spots, then.
Oh no, Celsius is like fine enough setting up people. He's a really good supported player.
Yes, but he's going to be IGLing, and he's not good at setting up his players while calling. That's part of calling, is setting your guys up, and I don't think he did a good job with that so far this year. I think 100 Thieves, like, I mean, even like I was saying, like Loud's ceiling is higher than Sentinels, and that's why they're higher. I think 100 Thieves' floor is way higher than C9. Like, it's not even remotely close. There's no chance. like 100 Thieves like miss playoffs or anything. I don't think, compared to unless they get like a hard bracket and play-ins or something. Compared to like a C9, where
I just had more like I feeling a lot better on C9 compared to 100 Thieves. Like I think Timotino is going to be really good. I think Cryo is going to be fine.
if you're going
Bang
roll
is
by
going to be
roll,
good.
right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Timo versus Oxy.
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 I would pick Timo. Asuna versus Celsius.
Asuna.
Also,
Benjamin Netanyahu.
you were telling me that you were high on what Timotino is going to do, and you were telling me about how Dante is better than Oxy, but you also have
Dante is better. Is a better duelist for this crew roster. What? Don't put words in my mouth.
something else in your mouth, bro.
Whoa!
Shut up!
Then Vora. Let's actually. Okay, hold on. Let's change that. Let's do Asuna
right now.
Asuna versus Jack. We'll say.
Jack.
I think Asuna clearly, but
Okay.
Vora versus Celsius. Vora clearly.
Vora.
Yeah, I have Vora. Yeah.
Bang versus Note. I think that one's kind of depending. But Bang should be better than Note. But Note might just be
Bang
insane.
is historically better, but I think Note is the overcoming and he's going to come out swinging.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, and then Cryo versus Fireball is easily Cryo, and I don't think there's any way. Like if Fireball is better than Cryo, C9's going to champs. Like straight up, but like, which would be crazy if they do. Like that would be insane. But I don't know if he'll be that good that right away. But like. I don't know. I just think it's up to you, Chris. Do you think the C9 team is above 100 Thieves?
Do I think this C9 team is above 100 Thieves? Fuck it, yeah. They are, bro.
I hate you guys.
They are, bro.
I hate both of you.
They're gonna play each other, and then 100 Thieves is gonna lose.
Are they in the same group? I'm actually curious.
No clue, bro. We'll see, bro.
They do. They are in the same group, and they play week 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are going to.
We will be watching that shit.
We will be there. Then MIBR.
Okay.
Lucas, where do you have them?
Low A tier.
Chris?
What happened? What did he say?
He had them low A tier.
Low A tier? I would probably have them under 100 Thieves.
I agree.
Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. No, it's fine.
Why?
It's fine. I don't know.
What happened, bro? It sounded like you were about to crash out.
Yeah, no. The only reason I have them that because like Berno is going to be an actually player. Like he's going to move his mouth now, and I don't think Massino Colin is going to like affect his performance that much.
I mean, even if Mazzino's dog shit, that doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, and Massino I think
like dog
Massino
shit
is a
individually.
smart player. Yeah. I think Massino is
Oh, you didn't realize what he said, bro.
Massino is a smart enough player to like be able to like see what Aspas and Second are doing and say like, okay, like guys, this is what we're doing. Like this is the plan compared to what like
the plan.
Yeah, guys, we can do this, bro. It's okay, guys. We got this.
No, because like
that's what Verno was doing.
Verno was like, oh my Lord Aspas, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do, sir?
I've been convinced by Lucas. I would have them top B tier. So, I would have them above 100 Thieves. I would have MIBR top B tier. Above 100 Thieves. Still in the same like tier that I had them. I had them below 100 Thieves. Like I had it like this for my power rankings. But I would have them here. I think they're clearly above C9. And I've been convinced to put them over 100 Thieves. I think. Just because like I think there's just too much talent on this team. I have them as a winner, 100 Thieves as a loser, and like they were right up against each other in terms of like where they were at the end of stage 1. So I think that
it
kind of
depends on you, Chris. Then.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like,
no, Chris had them below 100 Thieves. I was kind of the tiebreaker here that put them above 100 Thieves.
Okay,
but I think they should be kind of in between kind of thing. Which I think, I mean, Chris is. I would imagine you're fine with them in B tier. Like that's not.
Yeah.
The top B tier kind of thing.
B tier is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Then Furia. Where do you guys have them? And then I'm gonna go off on them.
Uh,
I already kind of went off on them, so I won't go too hard.
probably I have them C tier, but I don't know which spot of C tier.
Really?
You wouldn't have them
Yeah.
top C tier?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I cannot see it.
I think they're
cannot see
clearly
it.
below
No?
both those teams in C. I think they're 11th in my power rankings. I would be fine with them top D or
Yeah,
low
but-
C, but I think both of you have them
Yeah,
C.
but Wilkin.
Yeah.
Like every time every time people put Furia really low, they end up like being like the best team in the world for some reason.
Yeah, like last year in 2025.
Put them
no,
S tier, bro.
it happened on kickoff.
Yeah, so
This
every
Furia team
time
is not
after
what
it
you
happened
have,
one time, right?
Yeah, but this is a new team. That's what I mean.
Well, they actually added more South American talent back to their team, which like historically hasn't been good for this org.
I'm down to
I
put
thought you
them.
were going to like, get
Bottom
racist
tier.
for a second, but like you actually like
Whoa.
you actually said like something reasonable.
Bottom C, bottom C, bottom C.
But they don't have Urango and Pala. They have Chai.
Paula,
and
don't
Vice.
diss Paula. Don't diss Paula.
Don't diss
I'm
Rango, bro.
going to this Pala. What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't diss Paula, bro.
Oh shit.
One of my tier 2 goats. From previously,
He's
but not
not a-
anymore.
yeah.
Not anymore, but used to be. Used to be. Former tier 1 goats. He's still one of my goats, but or tier 2 goats, but not like
I'll be fine with having them bot C.
I have them like top D, I think. So I would have them I would be fine bottom C.
Lucas?
I think I don't have any other team in D tier with
Yeah.
with AG, so I'm fine with.
Would you have them below Sun and Envy though? Like clearly?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
Then G2. I think we'll finally get an A tier team here. They were the other team I considered for S tier. Because
No.
like internationally, they're not gonna be S tier. Like they're not on Lev's level internationally, obviously. But if we're just talking like potential to win Americas, I think they're clearly S tier.
Well, then to put them above Lev, bro.
Not above Lev. No.
They're
No.
gonna win everything.
In Americas,
Guys, we're gonna do the thing where we win Americas, and then we think we're gonna win everything. And then
Yeah.
guess what? We're knocked out by 2 Chinese teams.
No, it was one Chinese team in foot.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna happen.
Lucas, where would you have them?
I have them A tier. I don't have.
I have them
anything
A.
with Leviathan. I think Leviathan
Alright.
has proven enough that they're in a level of their own right now.
I had them bottom A.
I just don't
I-
think that's true for Americas, though. I really
Yeah,
don't like
care. I
regionally.
don't care about the like in Americas like
I
I'm
guess.
not ranking them
I
as
guess.
like they're going to be like the regional goals, bro. It's ever Q like S tier every time because they're only playing like not this year, but like last
But
year.
they weren't even like that good regionally. They weren't like G2 is better regionally than RRQ are regionally. Objectively. They are more
Well, that's
dominant.
because Josh RT is like fucking like selling and buying information on
have-
every
yeah,
American
like-
team.
like-
You can't do
okay,
that internationally, I
let
guess.
me say something stupid. Like I'm so fucking pissed off that Josh RT saw Babyface being like good enough on Vice and Chamber, and he was actually good on that. And then you know what we need? We need fucking Babyface on entry duelies for zero reason.
That's what we
Well,
need, bro. The
it's to
30-year-old
put
playing
it's
Jet.
not I don't think it's because they want Baby Bay playing duelist. I think it's because they want Jaw flexing around a little bit more and they want Leaf to stay on Sentinel.
I don't. That's so childish. Just play at your strengths. Why do we?
Your
need
strengths
just-
are letting Leaf be good. That is the strength of this team. Leaf is the strength of this team. Him being good on those Sentinel roles is the best part of this team.
Just play double Senti. I don't care, bro. You
You
don't
can't
need
do
to
that on
play-
every map. What the fuck are you saying?
You actually can. You actually can play on every map double Senti. Or at
Double
least with a
Sentinel, you
Viper
can play it
and-
on every map. So Split, we're saying Viper Vice, right?
Yeah.
Which I disagree with. I don't think that's the optimal comp.
I don't
Breeze?
care about optimal. They start losing on the optimal comp. Like the optimal.
Yeah,
you cut out. You cut out.
You cannot play the optimal comp. So just play another one. You're dog shit on the optimal comp. Like what do you mean? Like
Breeze?
do we need to?
What are you playing on
Yeah.
Breeze?
Viper Chamber. again. I don't know.
Why? That's terrible. Like, it's not even like
Why not,
an
bro?
optimal comp thing. Viper, like, Chamber is objectively not good on Breeze. Unless, obviously, Molly X Cyber is playing.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to tell Molly about this. Just continue, bro. Like,
Summit?
let's put
Summit?
I haven't seen or play or think about Summit to like.
Lucas,
like
we play Double Sentinel on Summit every time in Ranked, and it is not possible to do anything.
You know what? I fucking hate fucking Cypher on that map. I thought it was going to be good. I don't have a good time playing Cypher on that map.
Well, that's because you're bad, but...
Oh,
Okay, I'm leaving, bro. I'm actually fucking leaving.
I mean, Ascent, I'll give you. You can play Double Sentinel. Lotus, you can play Viper Vice. Sunset, you can play Chamber, like, in another Sentinel. I'll give you that. And then Haven, you can play either... Like, I mean, the Viper comp is outdated now, and you're going to lose if you play that.
Just put Leaf on Chamber every time. I don't care, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're putting Leaf on Chamber more. And having him play other stuff. Like, actual Sentinel stuff. I mean, they should have just dropped Baby Bay, like, realistically, and gotten an actual Sentinel player. Or an actual duelist player that can maybe flex to a little bit of other stuff if they need him to.
Let's continue to the last two,
But-
please. I'm actually like getting pissed off.
I mean, dog.
Like, the more I think about G2, the more angry I get, bro.
Alright.
It's insane. Because I was fucking tainting my GOAT Valin's legacy, bro.
I mean, he wasn't good either. Like, he's tainting his own legacy.
Okay, like, you're actually like the... Let's continue. Before I say something I forget.
He had to mute himself, bro. He had to hold it in.
Alright, crew. I would have them...
Vidier.
Yep, I agree. I would have them bottom B.
No,
Whoa.
they're good. They're better than Loud. Okay. They're
Disagree,
better than
but
100
sure.
team.
Disagree. I mean,
They're-
proof?
What do you mean, proof? Oh, they won one time when Crew was awful. I don't care.
Crew was easily the best team in the group stage.
No.
Literally,
last-
yes.
Wilkin. Last year, Crew was the better team in the group stage, and they lost to EG with J and IC. This happened all the time.
Exactly.
100 teams was good. They was like,
Okay, Lucas. So then how is this your argument that Crew is now going to be better all of a sudden?
Silence was an Asuna spy sent to like fuck up this team,
Okay. Dante
And
played
Where do
worse
you have him?
and now Heat is like
Where do you have them then?
in playoffs.
I have them like a high B tier.
It's just
Above what
like,
you would say.
but
Above
Lucas,
this
you
one.
have them as a loser,
Yeah,
and they have to fall
Okay.
down a bit. You'd
yeah,
imagine
fall down from A tier to B tier.
they were not an A tier team during stage 1.
They just choked, but they were an A
They
A
did
tier.
no, they were just objectively worse at the end of the split. Like they ran like their ideas that they had heading into the split that they had so much time to practice were not working when you got to the end of the split. Like they got figured out at the end of the split.
Wilkin, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Do you hate me?
No?
Do you hate me like every time?
No, I don't hate you. I just think you're overrating Crew. That's all.
I think you're a bad person.
Why? I mean, Chris, where do you have them? Lucas,
My
where,
heart
you'd have
breaks
them
for
top
me.
B or like below MIBR?
I have them below MIBR.
So like here, you would have them. I have them here.
yeah.
Chris, where would you have them?
Yes, you can put them wherever you want, bro.
I mean, if you have them up here, you can have them up here too. I mean, you can if you want to. I wouldn't say that, but I think you'd be
Where
wrong
is
in
that?
shutting if you have them higher. But I mean, Chris,
Can I
you
put him in
you
the
should-
middle?
Like between
ultimate.
C9
Yeah.
and
We'll put him in the
Red
middle. We'll put him in the middle, like right here.
No.
That's not the middle.
100 Thieves are in the middle, though.
Yo!
Like it's the middle of 3 teams. So they have...
Yo, Wilkin, that's not the middle.
Yo, he's shutting
the
the
middle of the
production.
entire. I thought you meant of the C9 100 Thieves loud grouping. I didn't know you meant exactly in the middle. My bad.
Okay.
I don't know. I really disagree with that. I think this not loud team, Jesus. I mean, this loud team is going to be much better than Crew. I have no faith. All right, we're moving on.
Sorry.
Energy A tier, end of podcast. Bye,
Above,
guys.
above.
Whoa.
Would you have them above, Lucas? I know, Chris, you have them above.
I have them above like G2 right now. Yeah.
What? How?
They were awful.
I just
G2
Sorry,
G2 had the worst performance they had since they made the Real One.
yeah,
And
but
Energy is
he's,
just
he's,
showing a
he's
little bit.
doing the Forsaken argument to you. They're regional merchants.
I don't care. No, Forsaken is an international merchant.
Exactly, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
reversed. Yeah, G2 are regional merchants, and they're going to do better regionally than NRG will.
Yeah, man.
And I think NRG also has a lower chance of making it to champs than G2 does.
I think
Doesn't matter, bro.
I mean,
Oh, well,
Just
if you
another-
say it that way.
just a matter of points. Like you are right, but you are not right in my heart.
Okay.
That's
I-
true, bro.
That's fair.
that
I
is
don't know.
what's
I
in
don't
my
think it's
heart.
that crazy. I just am a little surprised that Lucas had them there. I personally would have
Because
energy
no,
lower,
bro.
but I think energy easily, like, by a country mile has the higher ceiling than G2. So I'm not, like,
By
too
a
mad.
country mile.
It's not remotely close between those two.
What's a mile?
I actually don't know.
By a country kilometer, Chud.
W? Wait,
It's not the same.
it's not the same, though.
1 mile to kilometer. It's 1.6.
I think it's 1.6. Yep, there it is.
I'm not saying that. Whatever. Okay.
By
Well-
1.6 kilometers, bro.
Do we want to make
one-
any final changes to the power rankings before we end this terrible podcast?
It was the worst fucking section.
No, I actually enjoyed this section a lot more than the
Can
other.
we put Wilkin in F tier?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is the end of this episode, guys. Let us know what you thought about the. Oh my God.
Final thoughts. Americas
Final
is
thoughts.
like the greatest region of all time. We're actually like running this fucking tier.
Oh,
Like,
Chris.
tier
You're-
1.
We're running this shit.
Chris, you'll never believe what Ivan said. Guess who he said was the best region when we were talking about them?
Oh, that
Did you
was
say,
like
like,
the most
China or something?
No, he said EMEA
You
was.
said EMEA? God, bro.
We're never
Yeah.
having Ivan again on the podcast.
Yo,
right?
Ivan, I'm not talking to you ever again.
All right. Actually, Adba has a little segment at the end of this because he can do it now that he wants us to do. So we won't be ending the podcast quite yet. All right. So we weren't originally planning on doing a China segment to this podcast, but Adba wanted to do a quick one, and we're pretty much just going to let him talk about all these teams because honestly, outside of the London teams, not many of us watch China at all. So yeah, I'm just curious what Adba has to say, and if any of you wanted to hear any China talk here, we'll let Adba get into this though.
Yeah. Okay, so all gamers I have in winners. They had kind of a disappointing end to last split, but I feel like with some reasoning, like we did for Pacific teams like DFM and stuff, I think just with practice they'll be better.
And also a more stable roster. Like just
Yeah.
not having people swap
Yeah.
out every week.
Yeah. And their new Sentinel looks really good. So
Okay, that's good.
I don't
What
know
about
they play.
BLG?
BLG, I've had them in losers, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. BLG,
have the thing in
yeah,
front
I
of
had them in losers. Just because, I mean,
Who did they
They
lose?
just
What did
got
they
lucky.
change in their roster? I'm curious.
I forget. I think they made one change. Let me look at their roster now.
Transactions. They picked up FT as a player. I don't know if that's like an actual like pickup or
Yeah,
anything.
I'm not sure who's going to be starting, but I feel like
And
the
they signed a
players
new
that they
head
have
coach
on
and
this
analyst.
roster-
Oh, Balix is on this team.
Yeah, Balk's on this team now.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like this team has a chance to do good, but probably won't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
From
I
what
think
I've
this
seen of
roster is
them,
just super mid.
yeah. That's kind of what I thought from very, very limited watching of them. Then
Very Major
DRG,
Gaming?
DRG, I have in losers just because.
London
I
performance.
mean, they weren't really supposed to do anything at London, but their showing was very bad comparing to what. I mean, I thought they would do better than they did, but they got destroyed.
Like, I mean, guys
every
like
match.
Vakashu not really showing anything, life
Yeah,
being worse than
and
we
that.
expected.
Yeah, Bakashi was worse than like what we thought he would be.
All right, EDG.
But I still think
Oh, wait,
they're
wait,
good
yeah.
regionally.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
EDG, I have in winners. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. They
Yeah.
had an insane run at London that, I mean, maybe some people thought, but we didn't.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was
we
to a
were-
degree
we were-
fraudulent, but I think like it's not like we're gonna go out and be like, yeah, they fucking sucked at this event and they got lucky. It's
And yeah,
like
they got the uppers. Like
they did
it's
good.
for them.
They did good.
Yeah.
They had a good run. Then FPX.
I have FPX in losers because they lost arguably their best player, Berlin.
Okay, that feels insane to hear. I did not watch any of them, so I can't give an actual opinion. But that sounds fucking insane.
Yeah, it's. I forget. I can't remember off the top of my head what team Berlin went to, but he went to another China team.
Let me check.
You can look it up real quick.
JDG. He went to JDG.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, FPX are just in a terrible spot. They have a bad head coach. They lost their best player. Like it's rough for them.
It's over. Okay, then JDG, Berlin's new team. I would imagine you have in winners then.
Actually, I have them in losers because I thought because they lost top 3 duelists in China. Probably
yeah.
for some reason. So that's like the worst possible thing that could have happened to this team. Like if they kept Stu and then got Berlin, it'd actually be great for them.
Is
Because
Stu on a
JDG
team?
Like, no, he's not. He's teamless right now. I'm not sure, but like JDG was starting to do stuff. Like I think they got like 5th or 6th, I think, in playoffs, split 1.
Mm.
But like yeah, like they were missing like a one piece, which could have been Berlin.
But then they also got.
Yeah.
Now they're still missing a piece in that Stu slot, pretty much.
Yep.
Then Nova.
Nova, I have them in winners.
Oh wow.
Because
It can't possibly get worse.
they went to, well, kind of that, but they also went out and picked up Autumn, the old Wolves player, which I thought he wasn't that bad for Wolves. He's going to be an upgrade for Nova, and Nova have Swagzor, which he looked decent, and he's going to be better with time. So I think this team could actually do something.
Okay. I mean, they also picked up CB as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they got
Who
CB back
should
from
be
CB.
good within China at least.
And they still have Vizier, the GOAT.
All right. I mean, and Guanji as well. I don't know if he's going to start, but yeah, that's good. Tyloo?
Tyloo, I have in winners, just because this team, since the ending of last season, they've gotten better and better every split.
Oh, this is the Sufat Baby team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they got Sufat. So
Now
hopefully that can propel them.
I remember when they made their changes. You were talking right, and that you were a little critical of like the fact like why are they changing so much after they did fairly good, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did have that issue because like I'm pretty sure they were one of the only teams that didn't make a roster change from last season into this season.
Hmm.
And they ended last season doing really good.
Yeah, they
And
only
they
lost
started-
to
like,
AG and
Yeah, they started a little slow
JDG.
this season, but I don't know. Maybe this change will be good. I mean, Sufat, if he can play back to his old performance, like he hasn't looked that good recently, but I don't know. I think it's
Just
going to be a good
depends.
change for them. So,
Change of scenery for him as
Yeah,
well, which
exactly.
can help. All right, and then this is Tech, right?
Yeah, Titan Esports, I have in winners. No, I don't really have much to say about them. They should be better. Like they finished last split good. I think they'll continue to be good. So
All right. Tech
and then
or not
yeah.
Tech? Jesus, Trace,
Trace,
the other
losers.
TE team. Losers.
First, I have in losers. I don't know. This roster is just really bad. Not much to say about that.
All right, Wolves.
And Wolves, they lost Sufat, so I have them in losers.
Okay, and then
And
XLG
then XLG winners.
winners because of
for their
London performance.
Yeah.
Yep. All right,
They
I
made
agree
it
with all
through.
that.
They beat G2 finally.
I agree with all the teams that I actually watched. I think AG, EDG, and XLG are definite winners, and DRG is a definite loser. All right, then we're on to power rankings. Just you want to go like top to bottom kind of thing, or do you want to just go in order here? Either one. Either one's good with me.
I'll put. We'll just go through left to right.
Okay.
So I have AG top of A,
Okay.
and then I'll do B. Actually, yeah, BLG can probably go. I would leave him in bottom of C.
Okay.
But just C for now. DRG. I feel like they'll regress this split. I can't lie. So I'll have them B.
Okay.
EDG S. FPX probably D.
I'm just trying to guess a little bit.
Yeah.
JDG.
I
Could
think
be literally anywhere from here to
B.
here.
I think B. Yeah.
Above or below?
Below.
Okay.
And then Nova probably above BLG. I want to say, or
Wow.
maybe very low B.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna put them here.
And then Tyloo.
I mean, they've been dog shit in China the whole time, which is why I'm
Nova,
shocked that they're there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said with the winners, I think they should be better. And Swagster's going to have more practice on this team, so he's going to be.
If you really think bottom B, you put them bottom B.
Well, put them top C for now. I'll
Okay.
see if I change it.
Tyloo.
And then Tyloo, I think, is going to be better than JDG. So,
but not better
right
than
there,
DRG.
yeah.
Tech.
Trace. Oh yeah, Tech. Tech is going above Tyloo.
Okay.
And then Trace. Yeah, I'll put him above FPX.
Okay.
Wolves below FPX.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Well, yeah, Chris had a take about Wolves that he wants to give.
Put them in S, bro.
I agree.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, easy S tier team. I mean, Chris, I'll let Chris explain it because he was talking to us while we were waiting for you to join.
They have Raul Jimenez, bro.
Yeah.
That's my Mexican goat.
Okay, yeah, just put them just leave them there.
Yeah.
What?
They have Raul Jimenez.
Actually, above
number
EDG
9 on
as well.
Mexico.
Yeah, what is exactly?
Oh. Wait, I totally forgot Wolves picked up Darion. Yeah, we're putting them in S tier.
Oh my god. Okay, no, they're going back down to the bottom tier, bro.
Yo.
And XLG, I would imagine either one of these spots.
I'd have them. I think EDGs can be the only team in S.
Okay, so top of A.
Yeah,
It's so
and that would be fine for me.
It's
It's so
good, I
crazy
think.
that China actually like performed in this the last international.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I wasn't
they
expecting
actually they did better than Americas.
Oh.
America's won the event, so no, they didn't.
Oh wait, I forgot. Actually, yeah.
I mean, South America did.
I was about to
It's
say
It's still
Right.
America's.
But
All
And
right.
they just went to embarrass themselves.
They did better than NA. They did better than NA.
Yeah. All right.
Can you
So
pull up? Can you pull up the picture that just got sent in your server? Just as for the outro. Just for the outro.
what the fuck is this? All right.
The
Well,
outro.
yeah, I'm pulling it up. Chris. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Copy image link.
Oh, I know which one it is.
This. Okay. And do this. All right. So, shit. So yeah, this will be it for the episode. I mean, the China segment was 10 minutes, adba, which was shorter than any of the other segments we did. Like even shorter than any of the like winner-loser segments that we did. I'm pretty sure. So you did a good job speeding through that. But yeah, this will be our, like, I guess I closed the Americas ranking, so we don't get to see it. But you guys can go back, look at our final Americas rankings and stuff like that. These will be our power rankings heading into stage 2. Let us know what you guys thought in the comments below, who you would have higher, who you would have lower. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. We don't know exactly what we're going to do throughout the split in terms of the episodes.
So rank every fucking player.
We're
in
gonna
the
rank
league.
every single player individually, no roles, no nothing.
Yeah,
We're just
Yeah,
ranking.
really
just as
idea.
players. Not gonna be
No, that would be the worst video of all time. I would actually get so
know.
mad. No, it would actually be like 8 hours long, and we would all be so pissed after it.
Dude, we would.
No, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Shit his pants in the comments if you want to see that.
Jesus. But I will be live for all of the Americas games throughout stage 1, or for most of the Americas games, and these idiots will be there along with me for most of them as well. I might try to convince some of them to stream themselves, so we'll see. We'll see if we get that as well. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Any closing statements from any of you?
No.
Oh, also answer Adba's question of the day in the comments below. What was the best World Cup
There
game?
you go.
We did get some fucking bangers after we recorded the first part. And let me look. Let me remind myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, Brazil Norway was a pretty good game, but it wasn't that good. Switzerland Colombia, the PK shootout was insane. The Argentina Egypt game. Oh,
I haven't watched the highlights of that. I didn't get to watch it
Bro,
live.
don't
I mean,
talk
it
about
was
that.
an 0-2 comeback in like the 80th minute.
Because Messi called Benjamin, bro.
Oh, yo.
All right, we're gonna end this podcast before. Yeah, it's over, bro. But also, I mean, if you guys want to, give us your picks for the next round of the World Cup. So France, Morocco. Who you have for France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, and Argentina, Switzerland. Now, I think I know who most of us are going to pick in those games. I'd have France, Spain, Norway, Argentina.
Wait.
Personally.
Yep.
Since Mexico sadly fell out,
Yeah.
who do we want to endorse now?
Norway.
Norway, bro. Holland
I
is
was gonna say
avenging us.
Norway. Yeah, I didn't know
Holland
if
is
you guys were on the same
full
page.
avenging us, bro.
Yeah.
It is Norway, and if Norway gets eliminated, then it's Argentina for
Whoa.
me. Well, because they got to beat England.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's it.
Sir Harry Kane is getting taken down by the Viking.
All right. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye bye.